I am told that a demon hides inside of you.
We all have our demons. I just happen to let mine out every now and then.
If you do, I cannot guarantee his safety or yours.
What up? What up? What up? My shirt backwards today, I know. You heard? I don't want you to see the label that's on it. You heard?
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Well, I'm at Silver 1, y'all. Get it back. Ooh. I went on a 9-game win streak.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. We captured the mission area!
I always come back. Thank me later. Your powers are mine!
It's party time! Your team's capturing cover to bring us the halfway point.
And here we go again. Cheering for my friends.
They've almost got it!
The moon haunts you. I outnumber them.
Power time!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
What?
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Tough round, y'all. Tough round. Let's get it. Let's go chat. Day 2 straight. Heard?
When they could enjoy
That niggas can hear me. Mic'd up. Let me make sure. Make sure.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. Mischief art thou up to this time.
Believe it or not, Doreen Green of Midgard, I'm helping. To ground.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
Yo.
2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I too am a son of Odin.
We gotta get this one, y'all. Lock in.
The more
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
that was
They
nothing.
made me
for a
walk past the health. Y'all saw
We
that?
are at a numerical
That's tough.
disadvantage.
We captured the mission area!
I outnumber you. Thank you later. Our foes draw near.
Okay.
You have my... Nothing keeps me down for long. The more the merrier.
Over here. My friends are here!
I accept this minor improvement. The more the merrier.
That last quarter,
Your rod is suffering. Don't mess with you, Spider-Man!
their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. Trophies!
Another go.
It's ours! Woohoo!
I outnumber you. Thank you later. Feeling for my friends. You have my full support. The more the merrier.
I'll get you next time.
Thank me later. You are restored. The more the
Captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. Almost done.
The moon haunts you. I have many faces. His ult must be destroyed.
I appreciate you. A victory is almost yours.
Get in there.
My friends are here!
I am a true team. I have many faces.
We gotta do it like this. It's the way that's working, it's the way we're gonna do it. See that, y'all? So that chat? Fuck it, that's the shit that's working, that's the way we're gonna do it. Let's go, clutch. Shout out to Splashbowl Creep. Splashbowl Keeper, he with me.
I am wily, unreliable,
He with us.
vindictive, and yet
Circle
oddly
Gaming.
compelling, don't you think?
Look, this
30
message
seconds
knows
before you attack.
this nigga
Get
that wanted to
ready.
surrender right here. Why you wanna surrender for?
Considered, like, not skipping to usurp the throne of
Put you in a
Asgard?
circle.
I consider many things.
Why
Not
you wanna surrender for when we could win, huh?
You know,
Asgard will be mine. If it takes an egomaniac more
battle starts in 5,
to make that
4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area.
This
Got it?
minor improvement.
What a beautiful place. Even when it's almost drowned by what we see with our eyes.
Here comes trouble.
The more the merrier.
More trouble.
Behind you!
I'll get you next time. Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. world! Captured half of the mission area. Keep going.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Maximum pulse!
Your problem is suffering.
You're doing good, y'all. You're doing good. Come on. Don't reset. You're back on them.
Nothing keeps me down for long.
Stay alive, Mills. I'm coming.
Systems restored. We're done with you!
Powers of light!
Us against the world!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
I'll play that shit out.
Maximum pulse!
Me, buddy.
Victory is almost yours!
I have many faces.
Watch out for Jeff.
I'm gone.
As we cruise into the victory, y'all, let me go with my team. Let me put a sticker on the floor. Oh, fuck out of here. Fuck his door. Fuck his door, nigga. As we cruise to the victory, to my gold. I'm gold. I know I'm gold. I better be gold. I better be gold. I better be gold. Who, me? Who, me? The MVP? Uh-oh, I thought it was me. Woo, that was just my picture. I was hyped. I'm not even gold yet. One more game. I forgot we lost that last one. I was about to be hype, y'all. I was about to be hype, y'all. See that? That nigga wanted to forfeit, right? This why you don't quit. This why you don't quit, y'all. Never quit. You keep going and you fight. You heard? What we talking about? Never quit.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I am Loki, god of mischief, and the king
GG's,
of
cuz. You can hear me? Alright, y'all. To the goal ski.
Round one, go!
Why would you tell us
Then
that?
they could enjoy
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Reed is glad to have another genius around to help him solve this, Tony.
Sandy takes my brilliant ideas and makes them ever so slightly better.
I'll be sure to tell him exactly what you said.
Please don't. There's no way I can do this without him.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
my god, stay still, stupid. Nah. Fuck
Little
it.
help, please.
I got you.
Feeling fantastic.
Bless the healing
That's
arts.
Mr. Fantastic.
The more the merrier.
Go back this way, go back this way.
What do I hit next? I'll take it.
They are in front of us.
Shields up!
Healing for my friends. The more the merrier. Get in there.
Much better.
Oh, I'm fine.
Us against the world!
That was nothing for a god. I only wish I had done it myself.
My
Get in there.
Much better.
Render me assistance. Get in there.
Anyone willing to help?
You are restored.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
I outnumber you. I still need you. You have my full support.
Why are you running in here, bro?
Invigorating, no? I'm everywhere. I retreat. Get in there. I outnumber you. Your powers are mine!
Halfway there. Keep going! There! Don't turn back now!
Not sure how we'll solve this without you, Tony.
You have my full support.
That's smart. Trying to kill me.
I always come back.
Oh.
Stay down. Who's perfect now, Warlock?
Greetings! What did I miss? The more the merrier. I still need you.
Target this
Royal squids. Invigorating, no? I'm gone.
Namor's minions have sacrificed themselves. Everything hurts.
The more the merrier.
My
I'm gone.
That's much better.
Render me assistance.
in the shield? That's tough, right?
So close! This is your big chance!
And here we go again. Healing for my friends.
I have many faces.
Render me assistance.
Pulse charge! Fire!
In your face,
Bored again!
I got your back. A little help, please. Only 60
Y'all saw how I got up out of there, right? Easy. Watch your back, y'all. I shouldn't have did that. Still on the shit. We got it there.
Dare to lay hands on
Down to
me.
30 seconds.
We're already here.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Powers of mine!
Keep fighting.
We go crazy real quick. We get a bubble. Oh, I'm good, I'm good. Walk that shit in, yeah.
The score is 3,
Yeah, nigga.
0.
Dubs.
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. The right heroes could make all the difference.
I am
I won 12 out of my last 14 games.
And the king of Asgard.
Well, this ain't over yet. Let's see. If we win this, it'll be 12 out of 14. And for the goal. Come on, y'all. We can do it. We can do it. We right here. We right here.
Round 2.
Birdie, you good?
Loving chaos. It is true.
You alright? Good boy.
He'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
my
Y'all hear that sizzling noise? That's the mosquito zapper. That's a bug zapper. Zapping moths and mosquitoes. That's not insects dying. That's
Battle
something
starts
big.
in 5, 4, 3,
That's
2,
something big, boy.
1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Brian.
I have many faces.
I still need you.
Go, go.
Little help, please. That's much better.
I have many faces. Oh, I'm fine. Yes, I need. Thank you later. Healing for my friends.
Don't run. Don't run.
I outnumber you. As it should be. Oh, it's here. I outnumber you. Get in there. You're quite welcome. Healing for my my friends. I'm gone.
That's the stuff.
The more the merrier. Oh, I'm fine.
Oh, buddy. Appreciate that.
You have my full support.
All systems smash!
I have many faces. Healing for my friends. Greetings. What did I miss? I still need you.
You know what I mean? Gotta do a little healing for the homies. Double H.
Only 60 seconds
HFH,
left.
healing for the homies.
Don't like this spot.
See? I'm about to put that there.
So much.
Your powers are
I
mine.
needed some help.
Us against the world.
Will help, please.
Disappear.
Psionic first.
30 seconds.
All systems smash!
Invigorating world.
Shields up. The final 10 seconds.
Yes, sir. As we cruise to the goal. Let's go, chat.
I have many faces.
Let's go, chat.
Final score. 3, 2.
I'm not even get hyped. Let me see it first before I get hyped. You see it first, but still a dub.
Another epic victory.
Let me see it first. Let's go. Goal 3. Rank higher than 54% of players server wide. Let's go. 615 with 10K. One more round, we going. We keep it going. You ready? You ready? You ready for another round? That's found. Let's go, chat. Told y'all niggas so we stream it every day, man. Fuck it.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
They gang it.
I am Loki, god of mischief and the king of Asgard.
God is good, man. God is good. Finally go.
We'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Prison. Ah, the legend himself, the Jade Giant, the taciturn terror.
Taciturn terror.
You're
Taciturn terror.
aren't you?
History. You're not funny.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Merrier.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
We are in the front. Prepare yourselves.
No.
They was marching down the road.
Hold our ground.
They dare to lay hands on me.
Just so? They just get the car just like that? 30 seconds.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
To vanish.
Stop that vehicle!
That was nothing for a god.
It's tough. This one is tough. You gonna get our foot in? And we gonna stop these niggas. Watch. I gotta wait.
Time to vanish.
Gonna look like a nut.
They've made it halfway! Stop them!
I outnumber you.
Better stop that vehicle! Us against the world!
That wasn't the best plan. I shouldn't start shooting, but I tried to hit my teammate.
They dare to lay hands on me?
These niggas moving vicious.
Plasma, feel the wrath of the goddess!
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be the time to stop them.
They put the pole in front of this nigga. That's tough. I guess I gotta aim right towards his legs, maybe.
My turn now.
Take a nap. You better stop that vehicle!
Fast. Race us to victory.
I outnumber you. Take me later.
Behold the god of thunder.
You have my gratitude.
Now.
The more the merrier. Appreciate the food. Healing for my friends.
You stopped them in their tracks!
Your god is suffering.
Come on, bitch.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
What the fuck was that?
Any healing is good healing. The sky.
Our foes draw near.
It's now or never! Stop them!
Do this shit.
Get in there. I'm a true team player. The more the merrier. My gratitude. Still need you. I'm a true team player.
See? Told you we was gonna get our foot in, y'all. Pushing him back.
I have. Pay for this.
Mine.
Us against the world!
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Watch out.
It's the green nose run.
Man, these niggas is tough.
And here we go again.
Mine.
I have
We are on our tails.
The current score
Them boys
is
is tough.
0, 2, 3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Yeah, that was difficult, y'all.
I
Difícil
am
en
Loki,
español.
god of mischief and the king of
Difícil en
Which
español.
team to win this one?
Tough, you heard?
Round 2,
Why would
go!
anyone want order when they could enjoy chaos?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Are you anxious?
Every moment of every day.
Can I help?
Only if you can defeat Doom and put the timeline back together.
Yeah, those shit's frying. Mad bugs.
The battle starts in 5,
Fry them shit.
4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
They are in front.
Oh, I need assistance.
Sniper, we are all targets. I have many voices.
My strength.
Chin up.
Greetings. What did I do? Get in there. quite welcome.
I didn't know that.
That was nothing for a god. I accept this.
Friends, gather around! Us against the world!
I outnumber you. You are restored.
My aim is
Nothing keeps me down for long.
Stay alive, stay alive. Go. Yeah.
Your powers are mine! Oh no!
Only 60 seconds left.
born again!
Us against the world!
Vanish.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Nigga shot me up that shit. That's tough, right?
It's Battery time!
Black Widow with a sniper.
Friends, gather around!
You have my gratitude.
Life always wins.
Sniper's hunt has ended.
I have many faces.
Presence stop blow.
Your god is suffering.
That's better.
You have my full support.
Halfway there. Keep going! I need him.
Fast! Grace us with victory!
The perfect text! Yeah!
The more thing we have. I still need you.
Almost there. Don't turn back now!
100.
Gratitude.
Such darkness. The sooner we deliver this, the more.
How's the adversary?
We'll reach the chicken. Us against the world!
Grab him.
Greetings! What did I miss?
The
I still need you.
Only 60 seconds left.
Fast! Makes us victory!
You are restored. Appreciate it. They are in front of us. Time to vanish. I am
Okay. Down to 30 seconds.
I'm loading out! Get them now! Nice thing, Ethan. Deliver essence, stop low.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
The final 10 seconds.
What's up?
Let's get ready to be the winner.
Your powers are mine!
Us against the world.
Got me. Right there.
Final score 2-3.
You tried. That was a good one.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
That's a competition they wouldn't think they're going away as soon as I get it. Ooh. Let's go get that back. Get that back in blood.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
I am Loki, god of mischief and the king of Asgard. Without chaos, life becomes a
30
predictable...
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Your soul is divided.
Yeah, part of it's a sword now.
That is not the only fissure I sense.
How about you set your own rules?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Vanish.
Rebuild the space-time continuum and defeat 2 Dr. Dooms. Nice kick.
I have found more lost souls.
This man turned himself into a turret. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
All systems smash!
was at the wrong place, wrong time.
We captured the mission area!
God.
Cheering for my friends.
We getting the door.
That was nothing for a god.
I require some aid.
The more the merrier. Unless it's needs.
Feeling fantastic.
Your god.
Your capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Us against the world. My god.
That one's bringing us back. Cheering for my friends.
I outnumber you.
Feeling fantastic. Full camera power, baby.
We just here to win, y'all.
All right.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Aha! Problem solved.
Invigorating, no. I outnumber you.
Rise, my friend.
The mission area. Keep going.
Judge! Jury! Executioner!
Bringing us back.
Second chance is over. I'm a true team player. Our foes have arrived. A nest of mechanical sparks.
Lunacy. Your powers are mine.
It's party time!
That's tough.
It's party time! Wow, 4 in a row. They've almost got it.
For a god.
Smashed them up.
There's too many bad guys. It's party time!
The darkness now.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Oh my god, why didn't you fucking shit come out, bro? What's the word, bro? As soon as I landed, niggas finished me, bro. That shit got me tight, nigga. Alright, come on.
Why would anyone want order when they could enjoy chaos?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I'm glad you're here, Bruce. We could use someone with your special skills.
Thanks, Reed. Now, I have a theory that... Wait, you're talking about my brain, right? You are talking about my brain, right?
The battle starts in 5,
My...
4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Ready to radiate.
I outnumber you. No thanks.
Spiders, what a fascinating design.
Okay, the amazing Spider-Man!
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. I'll get you next time. Look for the spiders for the punch. Time. Mission area is yours.
I have many faces.
Punisher has assembled quite the weapon.
Judge, jury, executioner!
I have many faces.
By the honor of Agamotto!
That's the company wants.
Stand down!
You captured me in half of the mission area. Keep going.
Again!
The powers of might!
That's what I needed.
Real firepower!
Start getting crazy.
I have many faces.
Let's go. Let's go. You feel me? Big smiles. Let's go. Same shit that we did just now. We gotta do it again, you all.
I am wildly unreliable, vindictive, and yet oddly compelling, don't you think?
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I'd like to run a few tests on you when
Yo,
this is all over,
sorry.
James.
I've been poked and prodded enough for
The word, chat. What's the word, chat? What's the word?
Are you sure? What if Hydra implanted something inside of you?
Wouldn't be the first time. I've been here before. I'll do it again. On my own terms.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Don't bother trying to make people care. Show them what matters to you.
Hold on, I'm about to go set up. I'm about to go set up and then ambush. Oh Lord. Ready? Pull up. Wait, it's not even ready yet. It's not ready yet. 6 seconds.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Pull up. Dr. Doom caught me behind ya, behind ya.
And here we go again.
Yeah.
The
By the eye
No thanks. Render my assistance. Us against the world.
That's tough.
I always come back. The more the
Your
merrier.
team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. Those little spiders pack a punch. Be careful.
The more the merrier.
The powers of mine!
It's party time! I should keep it safe.
The more the merrier. I'm a true team player. Done. You're welcome.
I'm taking requests.
You're still hell, remember?
Strange.
I outnumber you.
Feeling fantastic. Time for attack.
Get in there. Amazing Spider-Man!
So tough.
Nothing keeps me down
You've
from
captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
judge, jury, executioner!
It's party time!
Fight.
Control lost. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
time to vanish.
By the eye of
This is real firepower!
That's tough, chat. What's up? Double or nothing?
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Oh, Master Silver won. That shit said minus 26 and that shit took off like 60. How am I 55? And I was just at like 15. That's tough. When we get the circle like how we beginning and nobody not there, you can push up just like a little bit outside the circle, like in their area, to like keep them back and I can keep you alive from the circle. You feel what I'm saying? because when they all bum rush, that should be like turning right over.
I am Loki, god of mischief and the king of Asgard.
And sometimes these niggas don't, I don't know, like they be dying. These niggas will go back there, they'll go all the way back there and die. So by the time niggas pull up, outnumbered.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
I have seen many futures, and most of them invigorating, no. And here we go again.
Stay down, will ya?
Don't like this spot.
You are restored.
Strong and hit pretty bad.
That'll feel ready again.
You have my gratitude.
Anyone willing to help?
Look over there.
Time to vanish. Invigorating, no. I have many faces. Take me later. Render me assistance.
This is real firepower! Hey,
Hey, did that lucky spray it off?
That's right. Let your enemies underestimate you.
Shields up! Hey, check out this big acorn! A little help, please?
You need fear the old, the more the merrier.
Us against the world!
I always come
You're not just gonna
back.
let us stay? Woohoo! No webs needed.
Only 60 seconds left.
Give me those spotted bad guys. There they are!
The more the merrier. I'm a true team player. Render me assistance. Invigorating, no.
Like the others.
30 seconds.
That'll feel ready again.
Catch my step. Mine. The powers are mine!
Good stuff.
I miss?
Get lost, Spider-Man. I'm coming.
Might.
I outnumber him. This is real firepower!
See how I had to sacrifice y'all? Oh, there's enough time for niggas to get there. You saw that? Hopefully we get them.
I'll take all the healing I can get.
Another go.
Hopefully we get them. Now I can get back here. Kill that one more. Kill him, y'all. Kill him, y'all. Coming back right now. When I get there, it's over. GG's. Got one more of those. Yes. Good job.
The current score is 0
Good job.
to 0.
You're getting that
Time
soul
to
back.
switch things
Double or
up,
nothing.
including which side you're on.
Now, I'm about to go crazy.
I am Loki, god of mischief and the king of Asgard.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
You're being easy.
Round 2, go!
Life becomes a predictable organ prison.
Might.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
King Loki, you're yet to deliver what was promised.
And I shall, your unholiness, right after I have my time to rule.
You'll soon find time is meaningless in the afterlife.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
How about I switch things up and make our opponents disappear?
Enemies ahead!
He's in there.
I have many
He's
faces.
in there right now.
Blessed be your spirit. Time to vanish. They're up ahead. What did I miss?
I'm about to get this mission area right now.
Your god is something. I have many faces.
It's best to destroy these obstacles. The moon haunts you!
This is real firepower! I have many faces.
Your powers are mine!
It's over.
Of course you need.
Controlling me.
Time to vanish. My clothes.
GG.
hero.
Now I'm not even gonna get my gold back though. There's no way about to give me.
Another epic
Nobody about to give me 45 or 50. Sure. Yeah.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
I am
That's what niggas
Loki,
eat, yeah.
god of mischief and the king of Asgard. God of lies, if you wish. What
30 seconds
society
before you attack.
exists without
Get ready.
lies?
I am told that a demon hides inside of you.
We all have our demons. I just happen to let mine out every now and then.
If you do, I cannot guarantee his safety or yours.
I'm afraid I have to say the same to you.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Wakanda's king.
This
has
is
good
just a normal
taste.
Tuesday in our family.
Alright. This area not even unlocked, man.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me.
We captured the mission area!
Be very old. Killing for my friends.
That's tough. Yeah, I'm pretty deadly, but that shit in the group, that shit was everybody.
I always come back. The more the merrier. They are moving and I always come back.
This nigga Ian is
That's right. Let your enemies underestimate
They've
you.
almost got it!
cool.
What am I? Invisible? Feeling fantastic.
Feel my power!
So tough. She a wicked man.
Everyone loves a trickster until the trick is played on them. I'm
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
We need your help on the TRD, T'Challa.
My priority is Wakanda.
I know we're here to defend Wakanda, but the TRD project needs his brain too.
I will always be behind you.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
This is just a normal Tuesday in our family.
We are in the front.
Maximum pulse!
Bless the healing arts.
You have my full support.
The moon haunts you.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Pick up your toys, Midnight.
I'm everywhere. This Hulk must be destroyed.
Get ready. Here come the bad guys.
Pull-up time!
Your powers are mine!
Us against the world!
Your powers are mine!
Pull-up time!
I never liked you.
Double kill!
Another go.
Nigga just
Their team's capture
just
progress
following
is
two
past the halfway
invisible
point.
people. What?
Keep gone, Hulk.
Shields up!
The more the merrier.
Alright, y'all remember I was at 78. Oh,
An Hulk.
The moon haunts you.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
tough. Alright, chat. There's a call one today. I was gonna do some other stuff, but I might get back on a little bit later. I just seen the next game. The next game is on. Should I leave or should I stay? What y'all think, Sean? Y'all ain't gonna be able to see it. You see it. wanted to, you know. And we're getting blasted by the fucking Spurs. Tough.
Wow. One. Let's go.
Damn, bro. 35 to 58. Niggas getting punched. Yeah, it's tough.
That's it.
I'll be happy to make sure I get my screenshot, so you know what I'm saying? So I can remember my achievements. That's my first time touching gold. So even though I lost it, I still want to remember it. Yeah, I heard. They cooking us, y'all. Cooking us. See that non-game streak, girl. And after that, we went 3 and 4. Yeah, we went 2, 4. We went 3 and 3. Let's go. 3 and 3 I'm supposed to break even. I ain't supposed to be down here, but it's all good. 3 and 3 ain't break even. Yeah, I might as well get this shit. It's quiet. It's quiet. Splash Bro Keeper has declined my invitation. So we're just gonna try to see what we can do. See if we could grab one. Halftime 40-67.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I am Loki, god of mischief and the king of Asgard.
Let's see what I'm gonna eat. Let's the niggas eat. Chat. Tacos. Dumbass only Spanish food.
Anyone want order when they could enjoy?
We'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
I want to eat some tacos.
A new world is a-forming. A shuffling of the galactic guard, if you will.
I found since I've been streaming, I've been eating a lot of fucking tacos.
To my friends.
Loyalty is a powerful bond and also a terrible weakness.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Many faces.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
You are restored.
No more rebirth from this vegan. Oh, that's for sure.
Render me assistance. That's right. Let your enemies underestimate you.
That's cool. Stay alive, Nemo. Stay
Better
alive.
stop that vehicle.
Healing for my friends. My strength.
Bring it up.
I will unleash mighty havoc.
Our enemies are...
Time to vanish.
There's still a chance to
right back. Yeah, still good job, Joe.
You're restored. I have many places. Nothing keeps me down.
Better stop that vehicle! They've made it halfway! Stop them!
Let us know if we bring up those spark cards you
Infuriating, no. I don't know what you.
Why would you back up from the pole?
There's still a chance to stop them!
I will unleash mighty havoc.
Chin up! I appreciate you. I get your point. Now might be the time to stop them.
Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me.
Maximum points!
Feel the ocean chill.
Greetings. What did I miss?
We have to be that promise.
Can't let them get
Better
free,
stop
yo.
that vehicle! It's the grand
The
finale!
more the merrier.
Your powers are mine!
I am ready to put on a show! Stop them!
Powers are mine! This is real firepower!
Behold the god of thunder!
Time to vanish. I have many faces. How refreshing.
Behold! That child!
This is focused.
Patch you up.
Don't give them another
She
inch!
come for me every time she got her fucking up.
What did I miss?
You got both cloak and dagger.
I have many faces.
That is much better.
That's dead effect.
The current score is 0, 2, 3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Things getting grim, right? Let's see if we can fight back. What am I going to eat,
You'll be a
chat?
top-notch team.
What am I going to eat?
I am Loki, god of
Taco
mischief,
Wednesday.
and the king of Asgard.
No niggas want that, you know. I know niggas want that, you know.
Then we could enjoy chaos.
After this one, I'm gonna order some food.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
King Loki, you're yet to deliver what was promised.
And I shall, your unholiness. Right after I have my time to rule.
You'll soon find time is meaningless in the aftermath.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Outnumber you.
I cannot let you do any damage to a life working best of me. Alright now.
The more the merrier.
Anybody wants to know? I'm very
I outnumber you. That was a little miscalculated,
Surely Raspberry is next.
Sisters, we story.
I outnumber you.
Maximum pulse!
Another go. Invigorating, no. Someone scratch my
Yo, we
back.
can't move it.
I
Yo.
outnumber you.
What would I be doing? Never thought I'd be sad to see Honestly,
Three seconds. Push that shit.
That's right. Let your enemies underestimate you.
Maximum
only
pulse!
60 seconds left.
Your powers are mine!
Enemy is here. Behold the god of thunder!
Surely Raspberry.
We've reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I'm a true team player. You are restored. Now, thank me later.
Behold the god of thunder! Might!
Keep going.
Ah, splendid. Queen of Hell.
Your powers are mine!
Executioner!
You have my fools killing for my friends. Maximum hits!
Maybe my sword got too few. The more the merrier. Someone scratch my back. Render me assistance. You are restored. Observe.
Behold, Tactile!
Enjoy the amplifier!
Let us besiege it!
Now you may be my sword.
Fire mode! Systems restored.
Judge! Jury! Executioner!
What the fuck?
They dare to lay hands on me? The more the
That's
merrier.
it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
Behold the God of Thunder!
Save me later.
Your powers are
Quite almost well. The more the merrier. It's my favorite. You are restored.
30 seconds.
Judge! Jury! Executioner!
Finish them. Render me assistance.
So close! This is a big chance! The final 10 seconds! Keep playing until we have a winner.
Less than once.
An opportunity for combat.
Final score,
You didn't get
2, 2, 3.
Alright, that was a good try.
Well, you can't expect to win all.
Oh, just show into that. Let's go, Deuce. To eat over here, man. I don't know what to eat over here, man. tough. I don't know what's worse, the food options or the Knicks score. This is tough, y'all. This is tough. Order up, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I was gonna do that anyway. Order some food. That's crazy that it landed on order up, right? That shit wicked. I should know I'm hungry, right? Yeah, I clicked sushi so I can go into Wingstop. Shrimp tempura rolls. You know what I'm saying? Japanese, oh man. Chipotle. That sound. On the run vegan. What's this? What's this? Vegan chop patty shit. Oh yes. 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 Yes, bro. Okay. But it's expensive to bumbucket. $21 for a burger. $21 for a burger. See, I don't eat shrimp no more, but I eat vegan shrimp because it's not real shrimp. Shut. That'd be the thing. To eat good, you gotta eat. Good. Fuck it. I'm gonna get. I remember them, son, cause this food look familiar, son. I remember you niggas. Since I remember you niggas. Oh, you know who this was? On the run vegan? Nah, I know these niggas. Alright, so we're gonna get that. The empanada. And then we're gonna get Philly cheesesteak. Philly cheesesteak. I got a heart this joint. I need to see this every time. Loaded vegan hot dog. Yes, this is Organic Kings. I know it's y'all, my nigga. I know it's y'all. This is Organic Kings. That was it. The vegan glizzy, that gave it away. I knew that shit was looking familiar. Pause, but I'm eating a vegan glizzy, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. Eating the vegan glizzy. Organic Kings. I'm about something to eat tonight, and I'm gonna have something to eat for tomorrow. One time. I'm not paying 2 delivery fees. Quesadilla.com. Vegan beef. Ooh, my stomach is rumbling looking at this menu because I already know what it's hitting for. I already know what it's hitting for. I already know what it's hitting for. I'm gonna just get this Silicone burger. Yeah, see, sweet potato fries. I know it's y'all, son. I know it's y'all, man. Shout out to Organic Kings. Yeah, nah. $6 delivery fee and $10 tax. A $46 order is $62. That's the price of convenience, man. It's a wonderful business. But I am starving. And I don't got the time. Knicks coming back though. 60-73. We shouldn't be losing to the Spurs. Knowing the Knicks, we can fuck around and still win this game. Don't sleep. We're gonna listen to this podcast while I watch this game. You heard? This is the We'll Name This Podcast Later podcast. I don't know about that. This is me and a couple of my homeboys in the Knicks chat. It went from how you say? It went from 1,000 group chat voice notes to a podcast. You feel me? The name of this podcast is We'll Name This Knicks Podcast Later. You feel me? Shout out to my bro Donnie. Shout out to Kadeem. You feel me? Shout out to the gang. You feel me? So this episode right here, the normal host, he wasn't there. So Donnie led this one. You feel me? But I got a funny story for this too. Let's see what it's heading for.
Host for today, Donovan. Happy to have you back. Every week we chopping it up. We talking about the Knicks. And this week we got a few topics to discuss. But before we get there, I'm gonna leave the floor open for everybody to introduce themselves. So go ahead, guys. Go ahead and start it up. Introduce yourselves one by one.
What's up, y'all? My name is Blue.
All right, Blue. How long you been a Knicks fan, man?
I've been a Knicks fan since 1997.
Let's go, 97. Let's go. Who's next?
My nigga Blue.
Anybody take the floor next.
Huh? Yeah, man. It's your boy Maestro, the creator of the Brunson Burner New York Knicks anthem. You feel what I'm saying? And I've been a Knicks fan since before Speedwell choked out Van Gundy. Did I said that? I said that.
Nah, but that shit was crazy.
Nah, yeah, yeah. It wasn't Van Gundy, but yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, no, it's
nah.
actually PJ.
Van Gundy was the coach who took us to the
PJ.
damn the finals.
Keep bringing people to my fucking job, bro.
Facts. All right, Drew,
Yeah.
you next, bro.
Yo, it's cool. I've been a Knicks fan since it was important.
Let's
Uh
go.
huh.
All right, fellas. So we got a solid
Be
agenda right
quiet.
now. We got a solid agenda right now. But before we get to this agenda, before we talk about what we have on this list, I already know bros want to kind of reflect on this game last night. Um, I'll be brief with how I felt about that game last night. It was definitely a winnable game. And if we could have at least gotten 2 points from Josh Hart, we win that game. Well, no, maybe 3. We get 3 points from Josh Hart, we win that game, and we don't got to worry about it. We back on the East Coast, we lit. Granted, we were missing Brunson, obviously. Big piece. But that was still a winnable game, man. You can't let Draymond Green just with 9 points, put the dagger in the mix. That shit hurt. All right, so that's enough for me. I'm gonna let y'all take the floor on that one. Tell me your thoughts. Whoever wanna go first, feel free.
I think last night was a testament to Knicks getting back to Nick basketball without the superstar the team out there. Yeah, the game was a good game. That we win that game if we just take away them turnovers, man. Like just 4 turnovers, we win the game. Right? Josh Hart couldn't get anything to fall. He was super aggressive on the offensive end, but he just couldn't score. He couldn't buy a basket last night. Cat had some costly turnovers. Uh, very lax defense at the end. I did not like that. Like I felt like we kind of should have trapped the ball at the top of the key when we allowed this nasty pick and roll from Draymond Green. Probably the slowest pick and roll I've ever seen in life. Like it was disgusting.
That
So
was trash.
yeah, it was terrible. And he scored on Cat. Like, yo, Cat, you foul him, bro. Put him on the line, especially after
Punch
the
him.
na- the nastiness that he was spewing online on his podcast about you being soft and you ducking smoke. So like, that part right there played a major role, like with Cat. And the fact that he scored on Cat, like he could have scored on anybody else. Like Cat, you can't allow that bucket. But yeah, man, the turnovers is what killed us. To echo what you said, Donnie, yeah, if Hart gives us 3 points, we win that game. But man, those turnovers really killed us. It was bad turnovers too, like just throwing the ball away from McBride at the end when the score we only down by 2. That was terrible. Josh Hart just completely losing the ball, Cat throwing the ball away. So that's my thoughts, man. Tough. It was great for the grit. I don't want to be all negative. That New York grit was back last night, man. Just well, Friday night. It's just yeah, last night. It's just the fact that turnovers, man. We got to be more. We got to take better care of the ball. That's all I got.
Yo, 4 bench points, bro.
Yeah, Payne was trash last
Nasty,
night.
bro. Nasty.
Hmm.
And the bench got great minutes last night too, man. Great minutes
Four
for the bench.
points. Four
All right,
points.
so
Then we missed free throws in the end.
Mice, how you felt about that game?
Yeah, man. Like
There we
I just
go.
feel like we needed more from our bench. We needed more from Josh Hart offensively.
Hmm.
We needed to be more careful with the ball. I feel like we need to stop letting off brand. We need to stop. Like I remember when I was a kid, I got Fruity O's. I used to be happy, and then I realized there was Fruit Loops. You feel me? Now Fruity O's is like, you feel me. We got to stop letting off
That shit
brand
hurt.
come into our space and just go crazy. Santos, bro, we got to stop players like that from just doing what they want, bro.
Yeah, that was tough.
We got to stop that.
Blue, Blue,
My
what's your
take.
thought?
And I feel like even after the game, like just watching. I mean, I get professionalism, but just watching everybody all giggly and happy with Draymond Green. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It just
That's my vent gonna be too, Maestro. I'm glad
yo,
you
bro.
brought that up.
So when I say disgusting, it's not even about the game. It's about the after the game to me. Like you feel what I'm saying? If you know that that's right now, he's the leader of this team offensively. You feel what I'm saying? If you see somebody talking all this, trying to get into him, you know what I'm saying? I feel like for this game, if y'all want to be buddy buddy, wait till tomorrow off camera. You feel what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like why like right now, Cat walked straight to the back. He ain't dap nobody. He just went straight to the back. He ain't even dap Mitchell Robinson. He just went straight past him. You feel me?
It's nobody to talk to at that point. I'm out.
Yeah, cause y'all over there smiling up and hugging up Draymond after. You feel what I'm saying?
Like
That's
what
weird.
do we? Yeah, that was very weird.
That's
You
weird.
know who's one person that wouldn't have did that? Julius Randle. Julius Randle would have definitely been out with Cat. Like, yo, we out. Get
Dante
him out.
wasn't doing that. That's a
Facts.
fact.
Dante either. Facts. Yeah, that was pretty weak. That was pretty weak. Blue, you want to take the floor, bro?
Yeah, my takes from last night, man. Mikel, he was not aggressive at all. He was too passive, man. Attack, you gotta attack, especially when Steph was on you, man. Like, come on, you 6'6", Steph 6'2", go at him. Um, the pick and roll that kind of hurt us. It was like the third quarter, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
when Green had the pick, and then he switched over to Cat and Steph. So Cat was kind of laid back, playing on defense, and Steph made what, two threes, and then you could tell Deuce got mad at Cat at one point.
Yeah,
Tell him, yo, you got to
I
step
saw,
up,
I saw, I
step
saw
up.
that. I saw that.
Yeah, so that kind of played a big role. I don't know about y'all, but I like when Tibbs made that. He switched out Cat for OG at the five. Y'all noticed that last night?
I
And
didn't
it
even
kind
peep.
of had a nice little flow with OG at the five against Green. So that played a good role too last night. I like that. Um, and what Maestro was saying, I did not like that at all. That whole lovey buddy thing last night, bro. Like, if you got Green, this dude basically, like, this your star player, bro. He called him soft plenty times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all gotta back him up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like team. I don't know, like something wrong with this team, bro. It's like you can tell like they got no chemistry whatsoever, man. Like you got Mikel hugging this dude,
Right.
you got Mitch dabbing this dude up, you got Tibbs even hugging him. Like, come on, man. Like,
That's no,
the
that's no, that's lack of identity right there.
it's like, yeah, like this y'all star player, man. Yo, if he leaves the court, y'all leave with him. So that irked me last night, big time. Just like,
Big
but like I
time.
understand it ain't old school. We ain't in the what '90s anymore. These dudes are like what buddy buddy now. Like those days are over. But just seeing that kind of like irked me, man. Like I don't know what's going on. But like Dante, Dante, our heart, Julius, they damn sure would have said something. Like I guarantee it. But
Facts.
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't know,
Put in
fact.
a
man.
fight.
Winnable game, but
That's a
yeah,
fact.
that kind of irked me last night.
Hey, Rod, you gotta introduce yourself, my brother. Welcome back.
Yeah, I was in. I clicked the wrong link, so I was seeing y'all, but I couldn't see myself. But it's Rashad checking in. Been a Knicks fan since '94, man. Since the infamous Game 7, John Starks missing all them shots.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'm here.
All
I'm
right,
here.
man.
But last night's game, like I said in the chat, I felt like I didn't have us winning that game. I thought just the star power of Steph Curry. I didn't see us really having the answer for him or Jimmy. But I think Deuce did a very good job. I want to highlight Deuce McBride, just on the defensive end. I mean, Steph Curry's going to get his, but I don't know if you remember that play where Deuce blocked the three, and
Yeah, that
then
was a good block.
break. You know what I mean? And I think Deuce was on Steph. I think that was a smart move, coaching wise, because once they did the pick and roll, and teams do this, they pick on Cat on a pick and roll, especially if you're a guard and he's on a 3-point line. Let's do the pick and roll, have him guard whoever the guard is or the wing is, and we're gonna hit the three or we're gonna do whatever we want to do. So I think him, Tibbs, having Deuce on Steph for the game. Steph still got his, but he made it very difficult. And I feel like our defense was on point, for the most part of the game, because of that. Because Deuce is someone who he sticks with his man. He plays man up. You know what I mean? You can't really get past Deuce, even with the pick and roll. Deuce will fight through that pick. So, that was done well. I think ultimately at the end, I definitely didn't like everyone hugging up Draymond, but to be honest, our team is not gritty. That's not the identity of our team anymore. I think when we traded away Randall and DiVincenzo, when we lost iHeart, I think there was a big part of the grit that we had, and I think now we don't have that. And just reading the comments, even though we love the grit, on the flip side, some people are saying the grit will only get us so far. So like talent wise, we need this team to make it to where we want to go, and that's to win a championship. Some people feel like that gritty team, although it's good, it's only but so far that will get us. And I think that's a personality thing. Like I don't view Mikal as a dog.
Yeah.
Cat is a star on our team. I don't view him as a dog.
Yeah.
OG, some about his personality don't strike me as a dog. So I think we have talented players, but in terms of personality of having that grit, I think we lack that. You know what I mean? We could even say that about Josh Hart a little bit. I think Josh Hart, he plays hard, but I think he's a friendly individual as well. And I think you could say that about Brunson, but I think ultimately our team is not a tough team,
Yeah.
and I think that showed last night.
But that explains why they brought PJ over. But to piggyback
Even
off of
PJ was hugging him.
And PJ would hug that dude talking to
that's nasty,
Butler
bro.
too.
That's
So
terrible. That's
that
terrible.
kind of played no role. Like, come on, like what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
Now,
It's
But
that.
now,
PJ ain't a Nick yet though, so we gotta.
Yeah,
I'm not saying give PJ a Nick, but we can't. We shouldn't expect that from PJ. Feel me? He not a Nick yet. He just got here,
he
bro.
just
Like
got
he ain't a
here.
Nick.
Facts,
He
facts.
not New York yet. So you feel
Yeah,
me? Like
Yeah, we don't really
Cat.
expect it from him. It's just
Yeah,
even the
feel me?
even the
Like
new
nah.
guy. Yeah,
yeah.
it
Yeah,
was
he
pretty
just a new guy, man. So he following suit from the rest of the suckers. Like yo,
right.
everybody like, oh, that's what we doing over here. Cool.
Right.
but Ra has said something about grit can only get you but so far, and I want to say I disagree. I want to say I disagree slightly with that, only because I watched that Miami Heat team have grit, right? And the only big player they really had on that team, like the superstar, was Jimmy Butler. You feel me? So that
Let me
team had grit, and they
let
won
me
a championship like that.
let me change that. I guess what
Yeah.
I'm saying, players, right? Like
Okay.
there's friends in here, right? I feel like you feel this way,
Okay.
Donnie. Like with Randall still being on our team, we won't be a finals. We wouldn't make it to the finals with Randall.
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you. I don't want to assume. I'm asking if we didn't trade for Cat, we had Randall. Do you think keeping Randall 3 more years, we will be in the title contention?
No. Now what? Let me answer this. Let me say this. Let me. Now I think if we added Cat to Randall and Brunson, yes. There's something. There was another piece missing. No matter how we want to skin the cat, there's another
Yeah,
piece missing.
I don't want to jump the gun. I don't know if this is a topic, and I don't even want to think about because I feel like we're done, like looking up for stars, right? This is
Yeah.
why I want Giannis so badly. Like this is why I felt like Giannis was the guy because I feel like not only is Giannis a superstar, he's gritty and he's tough. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Going to get it. You know what I mean? And he's backing it up. Like he's not trying to make friends out here. Like yo, I'm
Yeah.
here to take your head off. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I think to piggyback on the grit part as only so far, I guess I was speaking about the team that we had. Like some people felt like having Randall on the team wasn't gonna get us to the promised land. It was like it'll only get us so far, which is why the cat trade, for
Yeah.
those who support, that's why the cat trade had to be made. You know what I mean? But I feel like if we had a player like Giannis, like we need a superstar, and I feel like Brunson is that for us. But also I feel like we need someone else who is gritty, and I feel like Giannis is that player. You know what I mean? That's a part of the reason why I wanted Giannis because he's a superstar, but he has the personality. But we going out there to get it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think New York fans would have loved that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now
Yeah,
I want to.
yeah, yeah. But that's why I think like we need another person, like a ball dominant person besides Brunson. Like you could tell our flaws without him, and that's why I like really wanted Spider besides Michael because Bossy Spider with Brunson as like Brown and Tatum. Know what I'm saying? If one got
Yeah,
an off game, the other player gonna be like that kind of ball hog, know what I'm saying? That go getter. Know what I'm saying? And we needed this person like that last night, like a spider type player.
We
yeah.
need to start with
That'll take
defense.
over that game.
We need a
Yeah, somebody
star
take over. Like you could
that
tell
has
they were
defense.
scared last night. They were too passive. Hart was scared to shoot again. Michael scared to shoot. Like, yeah, we need like a ball dominant player, like another
You
person.
know,
A
this.
pure
I
shooter.
think that last night was Cat's turn. Last night was supposed to be the Cat show. Like he started like
Yeah.
showing little flashes, and then he just got mad passive. Like, yo, bro, you got to drive because each time that he drove to the paint on that in that fourth quarter, he scored, bro.
I mean,
Every
he
each
had
time.
29 and 12.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
gotta be
So
Still,
careful though. He
last
had a lot of
a better
fouls though,
game
so you
from
gotta be
Cat, man.
careful
What's
last
yeah,
good,
night.
bro?
he got mad fouls too. He got a
Yeah.
mad silly fouls towards the end. He
Those
picked
refs were
up two
pretty
quick
bad
ones.
last night. Those refs were pretty bad. They
What's
called
the
a bunch
word?
of
What's the
Yeah, they
word?
was
I
What's the
think
bad.
that he should
word?
have continued driving that fourth quarter. So like he took a 3 point. I said this in the chat. I'm
I'm
like, yo, son, that
Gucci.
three was
How
that was a bad
you?
shot. Donnie, you replied on that, and I'm just that was a
Shout out to
bad
Quentin
shot, yo.
5-5, man.
Go to the rack
55.
because they couldn't stop him, bro. They could not stop Cat last night in the fourth quarter. Go to the rack, get them easy two, and maybe you come
Listen
through
to
with
this
a
podcast and shit that I did
come
with the
away with a
homies.
and one, you know,
It's
3 point
available on
play. Just
Spotify to
like
So
listen
look,
you
to.
let me say
settling
this
for
real
the
quick,
three
right?
allows them to get back on defense too quickly, bro. Not defense allows them to get in a transition offense, and that's not what we needed. Only being down by two.
So look, I'm gonna say this really quickly, and then I'm gonna let Ralph close us out so that we can get to the next topic. So it's not that. So my thing with Cat is I understand that Cat is not a fast big. You know, like he's a slow. He's a slow guy, bro. Like when he
Yeah,
drives to
he's
the
mad
paint,
slow.
you feel me? When he drives to the paint, I'm not expecting Cat to drive to the paint mad fast and
It's
get a
the
crazy dunk
podcast
and
that we
drive. You know,
doing
he just has a
every
very
Sunday.
high basketball IQ, and I think that that's what helps him when he's in there. But he's a very slow guy, so I'm not expecting too much from him when it comes to that paint. You know, like outside of a rebound and a putback, you know, maybe a quick move here and there. But I'm not expecting too much. But I'm gonna let Rod close us out on this topic. It
Yeah,
looked like you had something to say real quick, and then
I
we're
was
gonna
gonna
go to the
say
next topic.
someone spoke on this and it made sense because even with like certain bigs, you hit it a lot. Like yo, he needs to dominate, right? And I think with Cat's game, he's not like Shaq, right? Like
Yeah.
you give Shaq the ball in the post, he's going through your chest and yamming it. Like that's not really Cat's game. So I think ultimately, like to what Jules said, yeah, like we expect Cat to to be the man, right? Because he's
He
the
do that
second star
sometimes.
player on our team, arguably first for some people. But I think his game to me doesn't warrant like a takeover, right? Like Draymond's strong. Like you can't just post Draymond up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that played a big part in, Cat attacking the rim the way he did, and it wasn't necessarily a back to the basket. He did it like once or twice, but that it wasn't a thing where it's like, yo, Cat in the post, give him the ball, he about to go through Draymond's chest because Draymond is too strong for that. So I think ultimately, like we have to be realistic on like Cat's game, and I don't think his game's ever been back to the basket. I'm going through your chest trying to like dunk the
Facts.
ball. That's
And
never
that's literally that's exactly how I feel. Like
yeah game.
that's why when people say, "Yo, we need to see more from," I look at it like, "Yo, what more do we want to see from him?" He's literally doing his job. 29 and 12. That's a great game. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like for who he is and what he brings to the game. That's a damn good game, son. 29 and 12. Like so, but we can harp on that all night. We're gonna go to the next topic. So the next we got Deuce McBride at PG right now. How we feeling about that? Who wants to take the lead on this conversation right here? Who wants to, well, Rod, I want you to start it up with this. Deuce
I
at
have
PG. Deuce is your boy. So tell me how you feel
I
about it right now.
have mixed feelings. I mean, I think that Deuce is more of an off guard. You know what I'm saying? I don't really look at Deuce as like someone to set up
It's
the
a fact.
offense or who's much of a facilitator. But what I will say is I'm seeing more aggressive Deuce on offense than I have seen him like when he's coming off the bench. Like I'm seeing him attacking the basket more. I'm seeing him do the pull up mid ranges, like shooting off the dribble. Like I'm just seeing a more offensive game from him, and I'm seeing more of his bag, which is impressive because he comes off the bench. So we see those things, but for him to get more minutes now, I think he played 38 minutes last night. We're seeing him just scoring different bunches and at three levels, not on not on a superstar level, of course, but we know he can get to the basket. We know he can shoot the mid range. We know he can hit the three. So that's good to know that he has that in his arsenal and he was able to display that. And I just think ultimately Tibbs trusts him. Like, I'm pretty sure someone in here might say like Tyler Kolek or Campaign, but with Campaign, he didn't have the best game. And I think with Kolek, he doesn't really have Tibbs trust to start him. So I feel like Deuce is the option right now. And like we with Deuce as a starter, I think we went 2-1. So it's not like we're doing terrible out there. Our offense has suffered a little bit, but I think what he brings in on the defensive end, I think it makes up for it. And of course, we all know Tibbs. He wants his players playing defense. So Deuce is like that person for him.
Blue, how you feel?
So far, I give him an A+. Been the absence of Brunson. I mean, he's attacking, he's scoring, and honestly, I think he needs to be our number two option while Brunson's out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, last night he played a hell of a game, like you said. 100 minutes, like damn near what, 40 minutes,
Yeah,
19. How much he had in total last night? I forgot.
I think he had around 19. How many points
It's
did
19.
Deuce have last night? Anybody can fact check that?
Yeah, so 19 points, 40 minutes. I mean, that's a damn
Yeah,
good job.
19.
Yeah, but I think he did really good. Defense wise, he stepped up, had a good block on Steph. So far, yeah, I give him an A+. I like it better than campaign actually.
Yeah, Campaign is pain. He's pain, not the good pain. But go ahead. Let me hear what's your take on this, Mice? How you feel about Deuce at PG right now?
Well, I'm going to start my takeoff by saying they do this every time, right? And this is what I mean. The league right now, Deuce his trade value is skyrocket, right?
Fact.
Fact.
And
Fact.
every time the Knicks get a good player
Damn.
from an injury or something like that, where they know that they have to go back to their role eventually, they always raise their value so there could be some type of contractual issues down the road. Just know, last year or year before, Deuce played good. He got his 13 mil. You feel me? Big signing. Now his trade value is through the roof. So guess what? Now they're gonna put him in a predicament when Brunson comes back. So what do I feel about Deuce's production? He's doing well, just as I thought he would do. I remember him shooting after the quarter is finished and getting the ball and shooting when everybody's going to commercial break. He taking. I remember that to be in the starting point guard on the Knicks. I see him, but they're gonna boost his value so high that they're gonna make it some type of money situation later, like or some type of addition to a trade for somebody. You feel me? Like I see
Yeah.
problems in the future with his good play and what they do with Nick's uh second string, who like they just did to Hartenstein, right?
Mm.
Mitch
They
was Mitch
always want to
was
convince them
injured.
to leave us.
Hartenstein played good. We gave him all the love, and then they said, you know what? When Mitch come back, guess what? Mitch coming off the bench. Guess what? They ruined chemistry, right?
Yeah.
And then now when it's time to sign contracts, guess what? They ruin egos. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
You like you ruin stuff when you do that. Like you got to
Now let
know
me
that.
ask you something. If
Mhm.
Giannis is included in that trade, giving up Deuce McBride, are you doing it?
But I'm saying, but if what would be that trade package? Because you would have to include a OG and a Mitch in that. So OG, Mitch, and Deuce. Nah, I'm not jacking it. I never once put him in that package. I always go from OG, Mitch to Campaign or Tyler Kolek or Dadier
And some picks.
and some picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see
But
some pictures. Yeah, cause right now he got a good contract right now for his
yeah,
Team
but
friendly.
Yeah,
a
very
really
team
good,
friendly.
really good, yeah, team friendly contract. So
So
I don't
Drew,
know, maybe tough to keep him, but I'm sure Milwaukee want to add him in that deal.
oh, they definitely gonna add him in that
Of
deal.
course. Of
Drew,
course.
if Well, Mice, if you still got some more things you got to talk about with Deuce.
Nah, that was it. I'm just worried that they're gonna cause friction in the future. Like I want to keep Deuce. I like Deuce for his role where he's at right now. You feel me? Backing up, being that off ball guard that can shoot and can lead if you need him to. You feel what I'm saying? That's not his role, but he could pass the ball. I like that.
He's playing a lot better. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised because I mean we all knew that.
Yeah, I know he was gonna be this good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But he's like, man, I enjoy what I'm seeing, man. It's
Oh, he
almost like
definitely, yeah, he confident.
you're not he's not skipping a beat. And I'm not saying that him and Brunson are literally hand in hand. No, hell no. But the flow of the offense is literally still moving. He's hitting some real clutch shots.
Hmm.
That's just like, yo, wow, what a shot. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even be mad at Deuce right now. And he plays very good defense.
But he's more of a leader too. Like the way
Yeah.
he kind of snapped that cat for not going up against
He
Steph.
snapped that cat too. I was
Yo, that
very
was like I was okay. I was like, all right, Deuce, I see you.
so Jules, how you feel about Deuce at this PG position right now, starting?
Well, I've always been a fan of Deuce. I like him with us, man. I don't want to trade him. Like I'm with you, Mike's. Like hell no, we keep Deuce. Deuce doing great, man. He's comfortable with the mid range. He's comfortable all over the floor, bro. His
Yeah.
defense last night against Steph was good. Steph missed a lot of threes in that third quarter, man. I don't know if y'all was paying attention. Third and fourth quarter, he
He
missed a
did.
lot of threes that if he would have made those threes, it would have took the roof off. Normally in any other given game, like Steph makes those threes and then stops the run. So yeah, Deuce played great defense, and yeah, I liked it, man. I like the fact that he yelled at Cat. That was big to me. Like he kind of stepping into this role real quick.
Oh
In
yeah,
the
for
event
Gotta
that
sure.
like
hold niggas
Brunson
accountable,
goes
man.
down for a long period of time or something like that, we got somebody at the helm that's comfortable, that's confident, comfortable in that position.
I think
So I
Deuce.
like it.
I appreciated that him yelling at Cat as well because I'm yelling at Cat from my couch. I'm like, yo, like I want to say he was yelling at him for that pick and roll switch, like because Cat wasn't switching back over or something like that.
And that's that
He
three.
wasn't, y'all, that 3 point. He wasn't going up. He was
It's
like
like, bro,
going
like come
backwards,
on, you
falling
know what I'm
back.
saying? Like, come on, bro, like come on. You the tallest on the court. You know what I'm saying? At least jump. At least jump. Like that's the least you could do is jump. Like
Man,
That
so
was
crazy, bro. The same play after that, Green, he called the same as that play
they
up.
ran it right back,
They
and the
ran it right
commentator
back.
said it. The
Said,
announcer even
do it
said it,
again.
bro. The announcer said it. He said, "How much you want to bet they gonna run that play again?" Up there it goes. Literally ran it
Hmm.
again. And but in I think that might have been the third time they tried to run it, and at that point in time, Cat got a block. He got a very good block. Lucky he got a lucky. It was damn near a lucky block. You know what I'm saying? But he got a good block, and they were like, all right, well, the Knicks finally stopped it. But it's just like, come on, son. Like every game, I've been watching this happen all year. Like like the lack of the switch, and we're just not picking it up. Like it's just weird, bro. But I agree, man. I appreciated everything I saw from
Niggas
Deuce
gotta rotate on
yesterday. His
defense.
leadership, him scoring buckets, his aggression. I liked it, man. I appreciate Deuce right now.
I want to respond to like Mike Sean Jules with the contract situation with Deuce, and I think like um for one, this shows how far our organization has come to where like we have players that are like outplaying their contracts. We've never really had that in the past. But I think ultimately, like, we're gonna have to make a decision, and it's not really on the organizations on what Deuce wants. This kind of reminds me of Quickly. Like,
Yeah,
Quickly wanted to be a starting point guard. Like, he wanted to start, and I think even if we would have offered him some bread, I think he would have looked at other offers before he would have thought about accepting Howard's because he wanted to start. And it all depends on what Deuce wants to do. Like Deuce is not going to start on his team. Like it's not going to happen. He's going to come off the bench. Now, does Deuce want to start? Like he feels like I'm a starter in this league and I want to start. If that happens, then we have to make a difficult decision on all right, like do we trade him while his value is high? Or if he's cool with coming off the bench, then we pay him. We still got him on the contract for 2 more years, so I don't think extension talks kicks in with him yet. But I ain't gonna lie, if Giannis is available and he wants the Knicks, Deuce is definitely out of here. Unfortunately. But we trading him for a superstar, so that's what it is. But I think it boils down to what Deuce wants. Like Now, do I think he's cooking like how Quickly was? Nah. In terms of like, Quickly was essentially a point guard for us when Brunson was out, and he was putting up like 30. He even won a game for us. And when we played Boston, I think remember that game we went to overtime or double overtime, and Quickly had like 36. He was cooking. That was the year he was gonna get Sixth Man of the Year. I don't think Deuce is doing that. I don't think he's at a point where it's like, yo, I want to start, but we'll see what
Now,
happens. We
now
got him
in
for 4 years though.
in Deuce defense, in Deuce
Let's go.
defense, you gotta think about it though. Quickly didn't have Cat and Macau. That and I mean he barely had OG because OG might have been injured too. Wasn't OG injured for that Boston game?
I don't think OG was with us yet. This was the year
See?
before we got OG.
Okay, yeah. See, so he didn't. So Quickly didn't have those guys on the court with him at the same time. So Deuce does. So I mean, there's no need for him to go out there and have to drop 30. You got role play. You got OG now acting like he's a ball dominant guy. You know what I'm saying? You got Macau who every now and then he feels like he can shoot a mid range, which he can, but he
Ooh.
forgets sometimes also. And then you got Cat. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have that. So Quickly definitely had
I'm
to
a Kulashi.
play a
This
lot
nigga got
more.
18. Who the
Play a
fuck is
lot more
that? This is what I'm
aggressive than
talking about.
Deuce has to be. Deuce can dish the ball around. Quickly ain't have to really do that much.
I just think it comes down to like
Mama
if Deuce,
Kulashi
based
got
on how he's
21
playing
motherfucking
now, does
points,
he
bro.
in his mind feel like I should be a starter? If that's his mindset. His agent is telling him that we're gonna have an issue.
Do you think he's a starter? I think he's a starter on another team. I think he can be
Nah,
on
not
another.
yet. I
I
don't think
don't.
so. Not
Not
yet.
Not
yet.
true.
You don't think
He's
he's a starter
undersized.
yet?
Nah, I
Like any
disagree. I don't think
team,
he's a starter yet.
nah, I don't. Not yet. Not yet. But I don't think
Maybe
he got
if
that mentality to be a
mm,
starter type player yet. Like
nah.
right now, I don't see it. I don't see it.
So he gotta take that back. He gotta take that little bag then and move on. You know
I
what I'm
think his
saying?
personality, from what we see from him on the floor, I think he's okay with his role. That's just
Yeah.
my that's just
Yeah,
what I'm seeing from his
I agree.
from his
I agree.
personality, bro. Like he's because like yo, especially if he continues to have games like he's had over this last 3 games, bro. You're gonna be he's gonna be the guy who's leading leading the bench guys, and you're not
Yeah.
mad at that.
Yeah. Like
Especially
Chris.
like with Cat and Brunson on your team, he practices with them dudes. He know who they are, right? So we not really convincing him like, yo, look who you play with, right? He understands that portion of it. So I think that he's okay with running that second unit.
True. All right.
Yeah.
So
Like personality wise, you could tell like with IQ,
Okay.
you could tell like he want to be a star type player. You know what I'm saying? He love
Yeah.
the crowd. He gets hype off the crowd. McBride's more like laid back. You know what I'm saying? Like lead by like how he plays. You know what I'm saying? Like he not vocal at all. You saw it. You saw it. You saw a few of it last night, but like not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like you show like little spurts of that, but as a starter, I don't see it yet. But I think it might come soon when his contract comes to an end.
This is so
yeah,
tough. Who the
we're
fuck
gonna
is
see.
Mama Killer
All right. So let's get
Vashidi?
into this next topic. We got this. So Rod, you're gonna have to start this one up because this was something that you asked us to put in there.
That's a
This
fact.
this is the Knicks playoff history with Tibbs. What's the reason for the loss each year? So go ahead and take the floor.
I got you. We gonna go down. We gonna go down history
Let's go
road.
down memory lane.
This mostly stemmed from what Jules said. And it's a narrative that's out there where it's like Tibbs runs his teams into the ground. So by the time they get to the playoffs, like they're tired, and like that's the reason why a lot of his teams don't succeed. Now, I watched the Bulls, but I'm not a Chicago Bulls fan, right? So the Derrick Rose, Luol Deng, and all of that, like I wasn't in tune that deep to talk about minutes or if they were tired, right? But I'm only going to speak about the Knicks tenure and what the narratives was, and I'm gonna make it quick. The first year we went to the playoffs and we played the Hawks, we lost in 5, right? The narrative after we lost wasn't that the Knicks team was tired. The narrative was Randall didn't show up, and that
Okay.
the Hawks actually were better than us, and we overachieved that year because we were the 4th seed. That was the 2021 season when Tibbs, it was his first year. No one had us going to the playoffs, and we were the 4th seed, and we overachieved that year. And there was a split in the fan base where it was like, well, Randall choked, and then some people was like, nah, it was Randall's first time. First time in the playoffs. That was a win for us. Year 2 with Tibbs was this year with Randall, and we didn't go to the playoffs that year. I didn't hear conversations of, yo, Tibbs is running them into the ground. The conversation was Randall's leadership and his beef with the fans. And Donnie, this is when the Knicks chat was created that year, because we were talking about Randall and how he wasn't showing up as a leader and he wasn't giving the same productivity as he did the year before. We played Miami. Now, again, everyone in here wasn't in the chat at the time, but I remember the narrative being Miami was just straight up not missing that year. That's when we had Jimmy, playoff Jimmy, and then you had Caleb Martin. You had all these players hitting threes, looking like the second coming of the Warriors in 2017. They wasn't missing, and that same Miami. We go into the series, it's a dogfight. We can all agree the Sixers were not a typical 7th seed. Like, Embiid was arguably the best player on the court. And in that series, we seen Embiid yank Mitchell's ankle while he's in the air. We also see Nicholas Batum, if y'all remember this, he dove for the ball and dove into Bogey's knee. Bogey still ain't played since.
I
He with the
remember
net.
that. I remember that.
So we lost Bogey that series, who was actually doing okay with us. He was hitting the three. He was our shooter. So now it's the playoffs. We got to play 38, 40 minutes, and that's when Brunson showed up, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo. Our team showed up. We had to do what we had to do, and we won the series. So, of course, yes, by the time we got to Indiana, we were beat up and tired because that Sixers series was physical, and we still went to 7. You know what I mean? And I feel like now that we have a better team, now, like, this narrative was like, yo, all the Tibbs teams get tired, and it's like, let me make this very clear for everyone in the chat. I'm not saying that Tibbs don't play his starters minutes. I'm not saying like that's false. There is truth to that. But I feel like the narrative that all his teams just get tired by the playoffs, if you really break down each year that the Knicks have made the playoffs with Tibbs as our head coach, we didn't lose because we were tired. Outside of the of last year, all the other years we've just lost to better teams, and then one year we didn't even make the playoffs to even talk about minutes. So I just think when you really break it down, I think two things could be true. Tibbs plays his starters minutes, but on the flip side, the tired narrative I feel like started last year. So like that's my take on that. You know what I'm saying? And I was just responding to what Jules had made that comment. So that's why I want to really break down each playoff year and really get to the root of why we lost in those games. It wasn't because we was tired.
I disagree with that, Ra. I mean, it wasn't all tiredness, but our first year when no, was it the year we played Miami, right? Randall got hurt that series,
No, he
right?
didn't.
So when we played Miami,
He got hurt in the regular season.
no, we had what was that the call when we got beat by no, yeah, didn't the Heat beat us in the first round?
Nah, second round we lost to Miami.
The
We played
second round, Miami, yeah.
Second round, yeah.
we
What
lost in
was it?
the regular.
Our first round was
That was
when
against the Hawks, I think.
the Hawks, yes, when the Hawks put us out, right? And we was all saying Randall didn't show up.
Yeah,
That was the first one with Randall. We all in the chat said that Randall did not show up, right? We was missing
he
Randall
went
in
quiet.
that game. Yes, he went quiet. We like, yo, where Randall at? Where the 40-point Randall at? Bro, that if you go back and look at the minutes, he was in top 10 leading the league in minutes played.
We
So
had a bench back
because
then too, though. I think we had a little bench.
yeah, so because and this is when the Hawks beat us. And this is when I want to say you said that, Rod, like, yo, we can't seem to get past Trey. Like Trey just owns us. Right? We
Not
could not beat him that year. He beat us in the regular season and they sent us home in the playoffs.
And that's when
Bro,
they
we
spit on
was
him.
he was lo- Randall was leading the league in minutes. Now you are right. We wasn't complaining
That's
about
Trey.
that in the chat, saying Tibbs is running us in the ground. What I'm saying is because I googled the minutes for you when we was arguing in the chat like last week, bro. We have been Tibbs players have been in the top 20 for every season that he's been on board with us. Randall leading the league in minutes played. Like I'm just saying
Oh,
that's his
dead.
MO. No, in the
Oh,
chat, you're right.
dead.
No, in the chat, we was not complaining about Tibbs running us in the ground. It still doesn't change if you go into you go into the playoffs, bro, playing this amount of minutes, and now in the playoffs where you hot and we need you to play all 48. That becomes a problem for you. And even down to looking at our transition defense, bro. If you look at us in the playoffs, man, and the games that we lost, like the Heat game, right? We could say we was tired, but how many of those shots that they were taking in the playoffs that was uncontested, man? Like our perimeter defense was lacking in the playoffs, but a lot of that has to do with people just being tired.
I don't see that's where we disagree. I don't because I feel like the minutes you put for Randall that first year, I think for one, Randall is the best player on our team. The best player is always going to play the most minutes. I believe it was like 37 point something minutes. So I don't think that was enough minutes. I don't think Randall struggled against the Hawks because he was tired. Like I don't like anyone who was watching that
I think
series.
Randall just wasn't a team player that year. Like to
I
me, like
don't-
I hated the my. Now it's really starting to come back to me. That year, I was disgusted with the ISO Randall. That was my issue with Julius Randall. It was this
Because
ISO.
the Hawks, remember the game plan was force Randall right because all he does go
Yeah,
to the
because all he does, yeah, exactly. He didn't have a right hand, I think, or something like that. Even Stephen A. used to talk about that.
yeah he's going left. He's
Yeah,
going
facts. And that, but that was the issue though. It's like, all right, we know you're going left. Why are you calling for the ISO all the time? You're only gonna go
Oh
left. Like
my
we know this
god.
by now. Like everybody knows it.
I
That
was
was my issue
starving.
with Randall that year, and
and
These
and
niggas
also
still
his
wildin'.
lack of being a leader. And that's when you used to keep trying to tell us, hey, Randall doesn't want to be. He just wants to play basketball. Like he's not supposed to be the first option on this team. Like,
No.
and we all agreed. We were all like, look, yeah, I think on another team, on a good team, Julius Randall is like the fourth option or the third option. Like on a really good team.
You see when Brunson came through and like, all right, this is my team. You see how the next year, that first year
Oh
Brunson got
my
here, that
fucking
next
god.
season, bro, how many 40-point games Randall had, bro? He was cooking the very far because he's like a KD or a Melo where it's like, yo, I don't want to be. He doesn't
Here's my
want to be the
empty
leader, bro.
nine.
He just wants to play basketball. KD went to Golden State and went crazy because yes, he was good on the
Yeah.
OKC, but that's not the role that he wanted. They were trying to make him be the leader, and he didn't want that. That's not how he play ball. He says it all the time in interviews. I just want to play basketball, bro. I don't care about all this other stuff.
but
That's who Randall is, bro.
but this goes back to what I'm saying. It wasn't he was
Oh,
tired.
oh,
You get what
oh.
I'm saying? It was more basketball scheme. And if you wanna
Look at
knock Tibbs
this,
for like
yeah.
his coaching in that, I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? Because you gotta think we had Alfred Payton who stinked it up. Remember, we had to put
I
Derrick
think that's
Rose
Ezekiel
in to start
Grizzly.
at point guard because Payton was bumming it. You know what I'm saying? Against the Hawks. And you remember the Hawks had not just Trey Young, they had a younger Clint Capella. They got Bogdanovich who was knocking down threes. Like they had a pretty good squad. And that same Hawks team went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Remember, they beat Philly. They ended that Philly. That's when Ben Simmons choked. And then it's a wrap after that. You get what I'm saying?
Here's what I would say to this real quick, and then I want Blue and Mike to chime in on their opinion with this whole
Nah,
topic.
bro.
You mentioned that the narrative only. You said something along the lines of that narrative of Tibbs overworking his players is something that's like just
Yeah.
starting up. That's not true. You know that's
Some
always
the Knicks, not
okay.
not
Okay. 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 Thank you for clarifying that. All
yeah.
right. Cool. All right. Cool. 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 Well, I have nothing else to say about that. Then. Blue Mice, y'all got anything to say about this topic?
My only gripe with Tibbs in the playoffs is expanding his rotation. Like usually, like he's a dead set at 8 man, but I wish that he would expand it to like 9 man, or like maybe even
There's some
go to
barbers
ten
store.
man.
10.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like especially Miami game, bro.
We
We
getting
had
peeled.
no shooters whatsoever. But guess who was on the bench? Just riding away.
Who? Who was that?
Make a guess, y'all. Can y'all guess the player? Fournier.
Oh, it's facts. Fournier.
We
And
had
he went
Fournier
cold too.
just
He went
wasting
cold.
away
He went
where we
cold.
really needed him.
Yeah, but
Think about it, yo. Miami
Fournier,
had all shooters. We had not one shooter
Yo, he was
Spurs
really
going
just sitting
crazy.
to
there
match.
in
Yeah,
a
to
full outfit too.
I
Not
remember
even.
I remember like people was like play Fournier, but
play
it was
Fournier because we had
was
no shooters.
out there. He was just playing terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
He
It
still,
was
wasn't.
like,
He
like come
wasn't on
playoff time, he got
campaign.
to give us some burn
He
though.
wasn't on
huh?
campaign timing
Yeah,
though. He wasn't playing terrible like campaign.
No, but what I'm saying when he was out there, he'll be defensively. He was just lost. It was like, yo,
Yeah, he
bro,
cooked. He cooked a
yeah, but
lot.
right?
still,
Like,
but Miami play no
Talk about
defense. Strauss
campaign.
don't play
Okay,
no
go.
defense. Um, who's that other guy they had in Miami? That shoot the lights out. It was Strauss and what's my man name? He's been for Lakers right now. He in the Lakers.
what's his name?
What's that man name? Oh man,
Point guard Gabe Vincent.
Vincent.
Yeah. He was
Vincent and
shooting lights
Strauss
out
don't play
there.
a lick of defense, but they got burned. Their
Vincent
job
was
was
killing
to
us, bro.
go in and shoot lights out.
They was Warriors out
You know
there.
what I'm saying? So my problem is like it ain't the minutes with Tibbs in the playoffs, it's just the rotation. And just like give the guys a chance,
Niggas dead me on
especially
my
the shooters
empanada.
But
that you got. You know what I'm saying?
but
He
Yo,
my
hates.
this
He
nigga
hates the
is
minutes.
wildin',
but my
bro.
thing with that is like right, like if you in the playoffs, right, and it's like wanna go home. Yeah, we can say that, but it's like, yo, if a player is showing me I can't trust him, then I'm gonna go with who I got. You know, on the flip side, like, can we trust Fournier to come in a tough playoff series against a Miami Heat team that is defending us and they hitting threes looking like the Warriors? You about to throw Fournier out there? You better hope he knock down threes. He not knocking down threes. He just a liability at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's where Tibbs gotta come in and be like an offensive genius. Like you
But
gotta draw a
yeah,
play from him.
you want to
That's
knock
true.
Like
Tibbs
He not
ass.
an offensive
Tibbs
genius.
not an offensive guy at all, so that's my only lack with Tibbs. Like he gotta come up with plays.
I think the narrative, because we in the chat and we don't communicate like this, is that I'm saying like, yo, it's a lie. Like Tibbs don't play, he don't play his starters like that. Nah, it's numbers out there to support that, and this is gonna transition to our next topic. McCall has come out and said something, but I just don't agree with like, yo, by the time the Knicks get to the playoffs, their legs is tired, and it's like, yo, like the history has shown that we
I
haven't
think last year for sure.
last year, but
Yeah, last year for sure, definitely.
think about who we played, right? Like when we played Cleveland, we got them out of here in 5 games, and we was actually smacking them in some of them games. So we got the rest up. Philly was a different animal. Like
We really should have smacked Philly too though. But the fact that they injured Mitch and whatever else happened and
Bogey got injured, bro. Like they was
We
wilding.
got
and then
big.
Pacers should have been an easy
Yeah.
lick also. We should
And
have swept the Pacers or at least gentleman sweep.
But
it
that
ain't
But
even
you gotta
Philly,
remember the Pacers series. We got guys playing 48 minutes, bro.
yeah.
Josh
But
Yeah,
Hart
but,
really
but we,
played 48 minutes.
but at that point,
You
correct me if I'm
cannot
wrong. We
say
were
son
up
is not
three.
tired
We
like
were
that.
up three in that series, right? Correct me if I'm
No,
wrong.
I'm with
lights out.
what we about
one
to do?
leg too, and his knee or something like that was hurt too.
What we about to do? Put Jacob Toppin in the game in the Pacers game, bro? Like,
Yes, yes. Yo,
Yes, bro, just to
bro,
let dudes catch their breath, man.
do it.
yo, look. We go look as we go along. We're gonna start getting a little bit more intense with these conversations, making the debates a bit more controversial, because that's what the people like to hear, right? Because I know you Rod, you be having some topics that just be kind of just be like, what the heck, man? Like, I look, I don't disagree, because now that you mentioned it with this whole Julius Randle situation, I agree with it. Like the talk was not that the team was being overworked. That was not the conversation for that playoff series. You're right, but that doesn't defeat that doesn't negate the fact that Tibbs currently is wilding, or was wilding
But this
in the
transition,
playoff last season. Is
this
that
transition right to the to this next
so?
topic.
Now this next topic, I think I saw Mice. I don't know, Mice, you back, or you around yet? I wanted to hear if he had anything to say there. But all right, cool. So
Go
let's
back.
get into this next topic, man. So we got Macau pressing Tibbs. I mean, look, Rod doesn't believe that Macau really pressed Tibbs, but well, Rod doesn't.
No, I
Yeah,
said I don't know who's
You
telling
don't
the
really
truth.
have a stance here. You're
I
just saying,
gotta
okay,
come
that's
clean.
interesting.
I gotta come clean.
How do we feel about this? I'm gonna start it off with you, Blue.
You see how? You see how he was like, "Yo, man, where you at?" Yo, I was up all night working on music. You heard? Try to stay up, my nigga. Nigga, I set that shit up for the pod. Fell asleep on the pod. So tired. You gonna hear when I woke back up. She was vicious. I got up, I didn't even know I was asleep, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Some tired shit. But I gotta remember, I be sleeping like 4 hours a night. Feel me? So, I know I be needing more rest than that. Yeah, that shit, nigga was dead knocked out, bro. That shit was crazy.
Feel about Macau pressing Tibbs, man.
I actually liked it. You know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying, coming from him, it means a lot. You know what I'm saying, because he's the Iron Man in the league. He haven't missed a game, and for him to say that means a lot because
Facts.
he's basically saying his body is breaking down, and he's like warning Tibbs, "Hey man, chill these minutes, bro. Like you gotta cut it out. Play your bench. Trust your bench." So from him to say it, it means a lot.
Would you say that last night Tibbs trusted the bench? Because Campaign went out there
He
and looked
did, but
like
they
Julius.
didn't perform as they should have. But he did trust his bench though.
So now does this give Tibbs? I'm gonna let everybody else get in there, but does this give Tibbs the fuel to go in the locker room and say, "You see, this is why the hell I don't be playing the bench." When you have nights like last night, because we didn't get any minutes.
Going
I
down,
mean,
knocked out.
what Shamit got in there for a few minutes. He didn't really do anything. Precious went out there. He didn't really do much. I mean, he did a couple things. It wasn't anything to
Nah,
write
he didn't do
about.
nothing.
It wasn't nothing to write home about. And then you got Campaign. Just look. I commend Campaign for shooting still, but the shot just wasn't there. And at times I felt like he was just even forcing it. I kind of hate his shot too. His shot don't even look like it should.
Yeah,
His his shot don't look like it should
The
ever go
windup is
in.
crazy.
Yeah, his shot don't look like it should ever go in. To be honest, that joint is trash. He needs to just get with a new trainer. But yeah. So who wants to take it on next, man?
Yo,
With Macau.
Myself.
go next.
Yeah, I want to go.
All right, go
I
ahead.
think that Mikael Bridges, the fact that this is out in the media is says everything. And the fact that Ted is saying, like, yeah, we never even had a conversation. This is the first time I'm hearing this. Is crazy. Bro, Ted, we know you're a liar. All right. First of all, you're a white man, you lie. All right, that's first of all. That's the controversy for the chat right there. But yeah, he's wilding, bro. You gonna really sit here and say that bro didn't come talk to you? like this is Markel Bridges, bro. If we had AI back in the day, maybe AI would have just threw something out there like that, bro. Bridges is not a controversial guy in any way, bro. He
That's why I
said he had
believe
a
it.
controversy. He had a conversation with my man about his minutes. He had a damn conversation, bro. We not about to sit here and play with son like he ain't come talk to you
Smack
about like, yo, yeah, I feel like my body's breaking down. There's a lot of minutes. So that's my
Yeah,
thing with that. And it just, if you look at it, bro, look at where bro is at in minutes played. You can
Yeah.
look that up, Rob, while I'm giving my thing, so you can have the accurate number, so you don't think I'm making this up. Bro is in the top of minutes played, son. Top. Rob gonna come back and give us the exact number, but he's up there, bro. He's just not a little bit of minutes log. Like bro is playing a lot of minutes. Now, is he performing every night? Do we think he's all do we all think that he's ass at time? Yes, we do. But does that change the fact that like, all right, maybe that's affecting him, right? Like maybe we already think that he's a little weak. So
yeah.
maybe this, this is affecting him. And so he came to you because he probably see his comments and everybody calling him ass, calling him a bum. So he like, yo, listen, bro, these minutes is starting to affect me. All right. And Tibbs is like, yo, probably told him to beat it. All right, whatever. Tibbs like, all right, well, you can too.
Probably cursed him out.
So
Mm-hmm.
he's like, yo, bro, I think that Michael's telling the truth. And
that
I think
person
that
on me.
if you go back to Tibbs' coaching career, his head coaching career, bro, he
Yeah,
logs a lot of minutes for his
he do.
starters.
And that's his
Period,
reputation
bro.
in the league. The whole league
That's
knows
who
about it.
he is, bro. He still likes the old school mentality of play tough. And I'm not mad at that, right? I like that because I like the old school NBA. But bro, it's not sustainable, man. You just as a head coach, and he's had longevity in the league. You're not winning any chips, bro.
Yo, I think teams like, and mind you, the Pacers obviously didn't win anything, but teams like the Pacers and Boston are showing you that you need to have a bench. Because at times in that series, the Pacers would just, yo, they were just running up and down the court on us last season in that playoff series, like just running up and down the court on us, fresh legs, literally fresh legs, like a fresh new five, and we out there looking like damn, like.
Hmm.
I
And
mean,
it's so
granted, we didn't
crazy.
have anybody. Everybody was injured, but you know what I'm saying?
Man, it's so crazy. Like teams actually know what to do in the fourth because they know they're tired and they're going to attack in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
believe a
yeah.
person from the Pistons explained that. I don't know, it was Beasley, but he said something about like, oh, the Knicks' game plan is come the fourth quarter, they're tired and just attack.
This is why I'm not 100% sold that we're just gonna play the Pistons and cook them. I'm not like. Listen, can we beat the Pacers? Absolutely. But I wouldn't be surprised if this series goes to like game 6 or game 7, which is what I don't want. Like I feel like anytime you're in the first round needs to end in 4 or 5. That's it. Anything past that, you cooking yourself. And obviously that's not a fact, but you get what I'm saying. Like I feel like anything past 5 games, you have a slight chance of not making it anywhere further with a weaker team. So if we're that much stronger than the Pistons, I think we need to sweep them or we beat them in 5. If we can't do that, then second round is clip. That's how I feel about that. But Rob, what you got to say about this Makai situation?
Well, in terms of like who's lying or not,
No, this
to
shit
me
I
it
seen
don't
tonight.
really matter at this point. You feel me? To me, I didn't want to get out because I feel like Knicks over the years we've done a terrific job as an organization keeping it like in house. I'm like we got a laughing stock. Like you feel me? Like we not talking about Charles Oakley getting kicked out. Like you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it getting out was a bad look. Um, like I said in the chat, like wrong person to say it. Yeah, he's an Iron Man, but it's like, yo, bro, you not playing that well for us. The fans are letting you have it. You know what I'm saying? And now you coming out and saying, yo, I'm playing too many minutes. It's just not a good look coming from him, whether he's an Iron Man or not. Then don't get it. It's not like he came out the gate when the season started cooking and then his production just dropped. Then it's like okay, but it's like yo, bro, you came out with the ugly jump shot in game 1. You know what I'm saying? People was on you, so it's like it could be true. You probably are tired, like you feeling the effects of the minutes, but bro, you have not performed to expectations this year, and now you come out and mind you, no one on the team has ever came out and said this. You know what I'm saying? Brunson ain't come out hard. DiVincenzo,
But
like,
Rod, does that mean that it's
Nah, but honestly, Brunson never gonna throw Tim under the bus,
but
bro.
that, but
They
but
are.
that's a character thing. Like Brunson is cooking, and then when the playoffs come, he raises that level.
Yeah, but
So
still, I think like personally, like, I don't think Brunson gonna come out public and like diss Tibbs. Like that ain't gonna happen.
yeah, but
that was gonna be my next question. Does that mean that it
Raw,
didn't
you know
happen?
that.
Does that mean that it
no,
didn't happen? Just because we
Raw,
didn't hear
you know
about it.
that.
yeah, but you guys are assuming that Brunson feels like, damn, I'm playing too many minutes too. Like you guys are assuming that that's what
Who
Brunson's
said
feeling.
that about Brunson, though, Raw?
This was a tough
You don't
loss
know what
tonight.
like Hart champions it. Like Hart is like, yo, I'm cool. Like
No, what I'm saying is in our chat,
I
who's
don't
saying
believe
that
Hart.
Brunson feels this way?
I don't believe Hart.
yo,
I think Hart is in his actual personality, he's just a passive guy. So it don't matter anyway, bro.
I don't
Whoever
believe
throw
Hart
Chris
though, bro.
Paul in a
You
nigga
know why I don't
name,
believe Hart?
Mama
Because
Lescavivi
games
would be
like
on the
last
court and
night
he would have
shows that
almost
Hart
3 times
is
as
talking
much points
trash
as fucking
and
Chris
just
Paul.
talking gibberish.
Oh, him and Tibbs got into it last night.
Yeah,
We ain't talking about that.
oh, that's part of the agenda. So,
Insane.
but Hart's performance last night shows that Hart is tired.
He is because every shot he made like he shot it wasn't
Bro, nah,
falling.
Rod,
Like,
don't make. I want to hear Rod's excuse right now.
no,
Hart
no,
was tired last night, bro. He was fatigued, for
yeah,
sure.
but all right, but whether I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I think he's scared to shoot the three. I don't think he's confident in his shot right now, and I
He
think
was missing mid range. He
I
was
know.
missing
But
threes, layups.
He
when you
missed the one at the right. He
when
missed a couple with
think of
great
Josh Hart,
drives and it just wasn't full.
but when you think of Josh Hart for the most part, his game, he'll pump fake and then go to the middle, not know what to do. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. I don't contribute that to him being tired, right? That's a confidence thing at this point where I don't know why he's thinking it up like that. But my point is they not coming out and saying nothing, whether they feel this way behind the scenes or not. They're coming up and they're showing up. It's
You gotta
proven.
remember, Michael again is not a Nick, bro. This is his first year, so he don't
Of
even have the proof
thinking
yeah,
to
it up.
so like
understand that this is
yeah,
not what
Tough.
we do in New
But
York, bro. You
not. But
fight through whatever's going on. We don't go talk to the media, right? Julius Randle was the only person like that had he voiced his opinion, like, and he wasn't even talking trash about Tibbs. It was with the fans. He was bugging out with the fans. You gotta think Michael's really going against everybody in that locker room could be tired, Rod. No one, and I repeat, no one who's been a Nick for the last 3 years is coming out and saying anything
but
about
but
Tibbs.
I hypothetically speaking, right? We gonna talk hypothetical. Let's say Mikal went to Tibbs and Tibbs brushed him off, right? Why do you think he's brushing him off at this point?
Because that's coaching style, bro. All right, let's take it back to the Garnett and Paul Pierce interview. Did they not say that players was running down on Tibbs, man, talking to him about his coaching
Yeah,
style, the way he talked to them, the way he played, how he rides players, pause. Like we
Pause.
talked about that,
Pause.
bro. Nah, I already
even
said it. You're too late.
Yeah.
Got
even Noah
but
too. Don't forget Noah.
it. You a
Hey,
fool.
yo.
But bro, they really all came out and said this. Blue,
Yeah.
what'd you say? Joe Kim Noah?
Noah too. He added that as well.
Yeah, bro. Like
yeah,
people, this is documented. Right, right.
but bro,
I
KG
really want you
also.
to stop defending Tibbs for a
But,
second and just let's be logical real
but
quick. Let's just say if you was the Nick, Rob. That's all I'm saying, bro. If you let's let you be a Nick, are you and you on the bench, bro? It doesn't matter what I'm showing. Like, granted, practice plays a big part, right? But last night, and I said in the chat, kudos to Tibbs for letting the bench play. Now they did not perform last night, but the other night our bench did show up. The more that you play, and I said this early on before we started this, the more you play, bro, the more your confidence is gonna build up, bro. There's no professional sport where you get better in practice. You get better playing in the game. You need the court, the live action experience, bro. You need that, Rod, to
I'm
boost your confidence and get better.
for one, I'm gonna touch back on the KG Paul Pierce thing. They're media, right? So yes, KG and Paul Pierce said that. I seen the clip. There's also a clip of KG like talking about Randall and Tibbs, like, yo, we gotta start in Randall. He's like, yo, the Knicks, like they gritty, like he's bigging up Tibbs, like, yo, Tibbs, he make sure his team's ready. So I take those words with a grain of salt because KG has bigged up Tibbs as well. So I wanna, you
But
know,
was Randall not a star? If I
no,
give
no,
somebody a compliment or if I critique you on something, does that mean you're all bad? Rock,
No,
because
no,
that's
no.
what you're saying. Because they gave him a compliment, Randall was a star, bro. And
No, no,
Tibbs did bring out a lot of that, but a lot of what Randall got was in LA.
no, no,
So
no. He
Tibbs ain't
wasn't.
responsible for all of it.
I'm not. No, no. What he was saying was like, yo, Knicks team, they gritty. And he was like, yo, y'all got to be careful with who y'all trade for because whoever the Knicks trade for has to fit the mold of what the Knicks are. And he was like, yo, they gritty, they get in you. It's Tibbs. Like,
Pause.
pause. You know what I'm saying?
Pause. Come on, man.
That gritty
But
get in you is crazy.
hold
Getting
on.
you was crazy.
But hold on. To my example of why, like the hypothetical, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Tibbs brushed off McCall, I guarantee if Brunson would have went in there and spoke about his minutes, he's not getting brushed off. You want to know why? Because
Because
for
his
one,
father's the coach,
superstar,
Rock.
he's just, huh?
Because his father's the coach. Like
No,
his
no,
father's the coach.
but
You
no,
not
no,
brushing Brunson off.
but he's producing. If your best player is producing and he's like, yo, coach, I'm tired because my minutes is too high, Tibbs is not gonna fan him off. Tibbs is
But
gonna.
but do you think that Michael was speaking for him as well?
That's
And
a
Hart?
something we don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a good.
Because they still friends though. You know what I'm saying? These are
That's
still
a fact.
teammates from college.
Yeah,
So they
Yeah.
but they
still
don't.
got some
But
type
they
of
yeah,
connection there.
but they throwing their man under the bus because he's not performing. What do you mean?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
This is not a good look. It should have been Hart or Brunson to do that if that's how they feel because
But
they're
they will never
performing.
do
They're
that though,
showing
Rock, because
up.
They ain't gonna do
they've
that.
been here
They
too
too close
long.
to Tiz though.
Yeah,
Like what
they've been on
Zeus
Nick too
said,
long, bro.
Michael just came in here, so he's
He
gonna have to
goes.
speak up. You know what I'm saying? Like they are
Yeah,
too.
but they
Yeah.
also got to read the room, bro. Think about the optics, right? And it all depends on what side you fall on, right? All of us in here, right, has killed Mikal Bridges, right? Like for the most
Hmm.
of the season.
Yeah.
'Cause he didn't start the season cooking. You know what I'm saying? He didn't start off cooking and
Yeah.
then his production decreased. It was like he was up and down, pause. So it's just like for him to be for one, you knew, right? You not showing you a dog, you playing inconsistent,
Hmm.
and now you coming out talking about minutes. In some eyes, people's eyes, it looks like it's an excuse.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and the reason why I'm saying Tibbs hypothetically might have brushed him off because, like, yo, you haven't been producing really since you got here. You supposed to be the wing stopper, and you getting cooked like deep fried. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't want to hear from you now. If
The
Brunson
wind
is coming
stopper.
to me saying, "Coach, my body's breaking down. I'm playing too much." Tibbs gonna respect it because there's this history of Brunson cooking, and then you got to remember, you Mikal, you playing for something now. In Brooklyn for 2 years, you were just balling. There was no direction. Now it's game time. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like it's the person who's saying it. I'm not saying he's not playing a lot. I looked up his minutes for this year. He's
Yeah.
averaging 38.6 minutes. That's an increase of 3.8 minutes from last year because he played 34.8 minutes last year with the
And
Nets.
he's leading the league in minutes as well. We have two players on the Knicks that's leading with minutes. Michael number one and Hart at number two.
That's a fact. But did you
Two
guys
starters. Two
so
starters.
how do you guys feel about Tibbs' response when he spoke about matching McCall and OG up, like our wings up with the best wings in the league. And usually the best wings are playing like 38, 39 minutes a night. So from a basketball standpoint, he's going to match up our wings with those wings because our wings are there to stop their wings or make it hard for their wings to score. What do you guys say to that?
But does he always do that? Because some games we be up or down by what 19 points, but he still have the players in the game. So it's like I understand what he's saying, which is true. But sometimes he kind of wilds out with like blown out leads, but he would still have our like Michael in there. He have OG in there. Hard like
I
I don't
agree.
know, man. Tips just be tripping sometimes,
I
bro.
agree with that. Like if we up by 30, like take the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
If we up by 30. But look, I wanna get into this next topic. But before we get into this next topic, since we're on this people pressing Tibbs, let's talk about what happened with Tibbs and Hart on that sideline really quickly. Because because
Hmm.
my question in the chat was, Do you guys think that Tibbs is slowly losing the locker room? But I also feel like Tibbs is a passionate coach, right? And I kind of liked I kind of liked him barking back at Hart and giving
Yeah.
Hart exactly what Hart deserved at that point in
Hmm.
time. But it just seems like
Yeah.
there's a lot going on right now, and I want to know if there's a bigger issue hiding somewhere.
With that part last night, I don't think it's like a big deal, like how people playing it out to be.
Yeah,
Know what I'm saying? But like if you guys read his lips, I think Tiz was saying the heart.
he was hitting him with the f bombs.
Yeah, he's like something about it's like you
Do your fucking
like
job.
do your job. Yeah, do your
Yeah,
job. Do your
yeah.
job. Cause Hart, he missed a lot of like defensive plays last night too. So, but I think Tiz kind of snapped at him about that. Like, yo, come on, bro. You like you're not gonna shoot, but at least play defense. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think it's like really like a big deal how like some people playing out to be. It's just small, not really.
Yo, Mice, you back?
Yeah.
Yo, talk to you missed the segment with the Macau pressing Tibbs. Do you want to say anything on that and then segue into what happened
Niggas
last night
say
with
yeah.
Tibbs and Josh Hart?
Well, basically the players are speaking out. You know what I mean? The players speaking out, being vocal, and it's just like any other family. You're gonna see families fight. You feel what I'm saying? This team is here for a long time. I feel like, including Tom Thibodeau. So we just seen a family feud just now. Sound like.
I bet that. Yeah, well said. Well said.
Hmm.
I bet. So we about to Anybody else had anything to say on this topic with Josh Hart, or was that just is it? Are we looking at that like, look, that's not a big deal. That's just something
So,
like.
Donnie, is your question to us that is Tibbs losing the team or is just
So yeah, that's what I was asking in the chat. Like, is Tibbs slowly losing the locker room, or is it just am I just overthinking?
well, if you're going off for the Josh Hart and the Mikal Bridges thing, I don't think he's losing the locker room. I think they're competing and nothing wrong with a little bit of screaming. I think it could be taken out of proportion.
Yeah.
Uh, but I think this goes to show how important Brunson is to our team. Because I don't think
Yeah, we are
Brunson's
missing our leader.
yeah, I don't think he's sitting on the benches with us. You know what I'm saying? So I think this shows how important Brunson is to that team to keep everyone level headed in a moment of adversity. I think that's why Brunson is there, and I think we're feeling the effects of it, not just like from an offensive standpoint, but like he's our leader. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that that's basically what's going on right now. And I think it all boils down to in terms of like Tibbs in the locker room once he loses Brunson, it's over. That's really what it comes down to, in my opinion. I
Yeah.
think when Brunson says, "Okay, I think he's had his, we've hit our ceiling with Tibbs," I think he's out of here.
Yeah. Once Brunson says it, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
Right.
because I don't care how much of a relationship y'all have. Brunson wants to win. He didn't come to New York to just, you know what I'm saying? Like he wants to win a chip for the city. So yeah, I grew up with you, Tibbs. I love you, Tibbs. We got a family. We a family, but I want to win a chip. And a part of wanting to win sometimes in life is you got to do uncomfortable
Sacrifices.
things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to cut certain people off. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not easy, but it's like, yo, I want to win, and
And I don't think I can win with this guy.
and
Hmm.
that's why I say I give Tibbs one more year.
Nah, this is Tibbs' last year.
I don't. I don't think so. I'd be surprised if it is. I'd be surprised. I think it all depends on the playoffs. You know what?
I'll
If
say yeah, playoffs. Yeah, but I agree with you.
I
Nah,
think
that's
playoffs,
what I'm saying. If
fine.
whatever happens in
Playoffs.
that playoffs,
Yeah, that's gonna determine the factor if he gonna stay or go.
we lose to the Pistons, Tibbs is out of here.
Yeah,
Especially a sweep in the first round type situation or
um,
second round. Yeah,
I
he's
think if
out
we
of
get,
there.
I think if we get swept by Boston, then
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, D.
a possibility he's out of there. I think at this point, and I know I want to say Jules and Donnie, you might disagree. I've always felt like coming into this year, we wasn't winning the chip. I felt like Boston was going back. But in my mind, I was like, yo, if we can see them in the Eastern Conference Finals and take them to like a game 6 or 7, to me, that's a successful year because it's like, all right, we're not that far off. Cleveland
When
messed
we
heavy,
lost to the yeah,
huh?
when we lost to the Pacers, last year, I'm like, yo, when Randall get back next year, it's up. We going to the chip. Like we no more Eastern. We 100% was going to the Eastern Conference Finals with that team from last year. Once we got Cat, I wasn't too sure.
We lost our bench when getting cat.
Yeah, man. So I just thought that we had the best shot running it back with that team from last year, bro. I just knew we was going to the chip this year. 100%. With that
But
team, with Randall back healthy, we was going to the chip.
I think at this point, I think for me at this point is we got to make it competitive with Boston in the second round. If we beat them, I'm gonna be super surprised. But
We
if we
beat
get,
Boston. We beat Boston. The Knicks winning the chip.
I think we go to the finals. Facts.
We beat Boston.
But
We get a chip.
I think Tibbs' job is safe if we can like make a competitive series with Boston and get them to at least like if we can get them to 6 or 7 games, then I think Tibbs is safe for one more season.
Why? Because then you feel like ownership is looking at it like, you know what? We're missing one
We
piece.
missing a
One
piece,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
one piece
we're
gets
not
us.
that far off, like from the champions
Uh-huh.
or the East reigning Eastern Conference. We don't know how the playoffs are gonna go. I think Boston's gonna win it again, but you know, from that standpoint, like, all right, we can compete with Boston. You know what I'm saying? We just are missing a bench. We're missing depth at this point. You know what I'm saying? But I think next year though, Tibbs will be on the hot seat.
All right, so now let's get into this last topic. Um, I wanted Mice to lead off on this topic only because this was a lineup that he had discussed in the first episode that he was featured in. And this is the one with the PG. We got the top three PG in the league. We got an elite 3 and D wing at shooting guard and small forward. We got the top power forward in the league. We got the defensive player of the year, rim protector wise, right? In Mitch, like that's the starting lineup. And then obviously we got the bench, the leading rebounding defensive, whatever, in Josh Hart. We got the elite 3 and D guard, right? So I guess we're putting McCall on the bench at this point, and we have an instant offensive guard with range. So Mice, how you feel about this lineup right here? Is that's the lineup that you said ideally that's what you would like to see from this Knicks team going forward? Do you think that that's an unstoppable lineup right there?
Well, I feel like every lineup has its weakness, right? If you're tall, right, somebody could be smaller and faster, right? If you're small, somebody could be taller and bigger. So there's always some type of kryptonite to each lineup. But I feel like out of our options and our pieces, that's our best lineup. I feel like that's defensive pressure, that's offensive pressure. We get a playmaker off the bench. We get a ball handler off the bench, and Josh Hart.
Yeah.
Um, we keep Deuce in his. I, like, of course, Deuce can be a star, right? Anybody can be a star in the NBA. In order to make a talent level, you have to be great talent. But Deuce's role is perfect where it is, y'all. You feel what I'm saying?
I
So,
agree.
so I feel like that keeps Deuce right where. That's a good pocket,
Where it
bro.
is,
Second
yeah.
off the bench right after Josh. That's a ton of minutes. You feel what I'm saying? He's gonna be playing all night, right? So I think that's the best bet that we have. But maybe like, I'm not really feeling Shatman too much. Maybe some more firepower in a small forward or a stronger wing. But yeah, man, I feel like that's our best bet. What y'all think?
I like it. I
I
like
like,
it.
bro. I like that. I feel like look.
Yeah. My only. Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Go,
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead,
don't know.
Blue.
Go
Actually,
ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Ace. Go ahead, Ace.
Well, I was just gonna say I was mainly just gonna talk about Josh Hart, right? And Josh Hart has been showing me more and more why he needs to come off of the bench.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is not last night was not the first game that
Hmm.
I saw Josh Hart that cold. It wasn't the second game either, and it damn sure wasn't the third. Like
Hmm.
he's just that's just him. You know what I'm saying? Like he does play with a lot of heart, and it can be maybe he's tired and he's just fronting like he not. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm gonna just stay out here, and his condition, he thinks his conditioning is
Hmm.
at a level that it's really not at. But I just think that lately he's been showing me more and more why we might just need that energy coming off of the bench. It might just make the team that much better.
I agree.
So
He also played like these like those stupid passes too. Like it
stupid
just
passes,
be
man. It's just dumb
Yeah.
passing. Like, why are we
So,
doing that, bro?
so mine will be Brunson, Michael. I have OG as our small forward going on. Cat and Mitch once he gets his energy back, and I have Hart, Deuce, and Payne come off the bench
That's that lineup.
for defense
Yeah,
going into
no,
the playoffs.
I look, I agree with that lineup 110%.
Yeah, that's the same lineup.
Yeah, I like
The
but I agree
safest
with you,
lineup,
Nice.
bro. Let Cat and Mitch be in the starting five. You know what I'm saying? You need that, bro. Like, cause Cat is not gonna give you what Mitch is gonna give you in that paint with the rebounding. Granted, Mitch still got to get his legs up under him, but I
Yeah,
love that lineup right there. I love it. It makes the most sense out of everything. You know what I'm saying? We don't need two elite uh, wings. We can use OG. You know what I'm saying? Let Macau come in with the second team. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? Having both of them, not that it's we don't need it, but we don't have to have it. Like, you can, that can be your second team, fresh legs, and we cooking. And maybe it might help Macau's confidence too. I think Macau's lacking confidence right now.
Because OG's playing with more confidence than Mikal.
he
He's
is. I
He's being
agree. I
aggressive.
agree. I
And his
agree.
game is nasty, but he's being
Yeah,
aggressive.
yeah. Still clumsy, but he
Clumsy.
playing aggressive.
Yeah. He don't got no handles at
No
all.
No
handles. Like I
handles
wish.
whatsoever.
Yeah, can you imagine OG with some handles? You know how dominant he gonna be in the league?
And I ain't gonna hold you. At this point, he's not about to develop handles. He's 26. I don't see him just. He
That
could
would be
work on,
amazing.
but I don't see him
Facts.
being an elite ball handler all of a sudden. Like,
But
he's
man, if he just had that one skill, oh man, he'd be elite.
that's why I be getting mad when he was complaining. Even in Toronto, he was like, he feel like he can have a big offensive role. It's like,
Yeah,
hey, but it's like, yo, bro, look how you play. Like,
yeah. Uh huh. True.
you know what I mean? Like, but he's been aggressive. He's
He
been
is. I love it. I love it.
someone got to do it with Brunson being out. So shape. I think he's playing with more patience, and like I like that. I like
Leo is
that.
not
It could be
playing.
with maturity. I think Mitch is like 26 now, but
Yeah.
he's playing way more patient, and I like it.
I'm about to say.
I also noticed that I noticed that about Mitch as well. And then last night there was a couple putbacks that the healthier Mitch would have made with ease that he just didn't do. And then there was some putbacks that he missed. You know what I'm saying? Because of some good defense. But I'm just
Yeah.
like, yo, like, son, he getting a little stronger. Like I saw that too last night. So there's a few things last night that that he did that really showed me that, okay, if this man could get back to 100%, it can be some problems for some defenses.
And that's why to us playing Detroit, I think that's going to be a big factor in why I'm not overly concerned about Detroit, because I feel like by the time the playoffs come, knock on wood, everyone is healthy. Mitch, by that time, Mitch should be in basketball shape by the playoffs. And
Right.
Yeah.
I, with him and Cat starting, I don't see, I don't, and then Brunson is not coming back until early April. So
Hmm.
I just see us really. I think this is going to be the series where like Kate Cunningham comes out like, yo, I'm here. Like, yeah, he's
Yeah.
cooking now. Don't get it twisted, but like playoffs is like, I'm here. But I think ultimately like we pull it out. I got us in 5.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
But Kay Cunningham's gonna cook. Like it's like, oh, this young boy's here. Like he,
Don't forget about Beasley too. You
yeah,
gotta watch
beat
out for
well.
Beasley. Them 3 points, the 3-point shooters.
Yeah, so and playoffs is a different animal, man. So we'll see how
Yeah.
Detroit, they're a young team. We'll see how they show up. But I think with Mitch being healthy and being in conditioning shape by that time, and Brunson coming back, and you know what I'm saying, a fresh Brunson, we should be in good shape for playoffs.
Okay. All right. Cool. Hey, anybody else got anything to say? Anybody else got anything else to say about what we've seen so far from this next team? How we feeling about our next game?
We got Miami tomorrow.
Miami. Then we got back-to-back Wednesday and Thursday. I'm kind of scared about
You scared
Who the team?
about what you nervous
back-to-back.
about?
Let me see. I got the schedule. I know it's like back-to-back Wednesday and Thursday. We got Miami tomorrow. Then we got the Spurs Wednesday and the Hornets Thursday. They flying from Texas to
Charlotte.
Carolina. On a back-to-back.
I think we should 3-0, but Charlotte's one of those teams, man, where they got LaMelo, they got Miles Bridges, they got
Miles
some
Bridges. Yeah.
offensive firepower. We gonna
Yeah.
give them a hard time. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh, it comes
All
down
right.
to who's playing that second. They might just play the. I don't think anyone's gonna rest. I think hopefully Kolick or someone can get opportunity. We'll see.
Now let me ask y'all one last question before we get off here. Do y'all see
Yeah.
Tibbs?
My only worry about is Tibbs playing a lot of minutes on that Wednesday.
Oh
If
yeah,
he
yeah,
relaxing
yeah,
the
yeah,
minutes
yeah.
on, like, you gotta watch out for the minutes, bro, because you don't want to OD and then gonna be tired the next game. So he gotta watch the minutes
You
that
have to.
against the Spurs.
Games are too close. Now, my last question, real quick. Do y'all see Tibbs ever putting that lineup out there that we just talked about in the last topic? Do you see that happening
Um, I,
with the Mitch, Cat, Hart coming off the bench, Bridges coming off the bench? You see that happening?
I am with it. I think it's happening because I think that's the only way we can compete with a team like Boston or Cleveland. Having more size, but on the flip side too, if Mitch and Cat get in foul trouble, who do we have coming in for them? Precious, and then that's about it. I don't know when Porty
I'm
gets
about to
back,
say her
but
Portier.
I know he's out 4 to 6 weeks though, so I don't know.
He should actually be back any minute now.
Do we see
Like another
PJ
week.
getting those minutes?
Who?
Nah,
If we get him, PJ Tucker at the
Party
nah,
needs to heal
Nah,
up,
nah, nah, nah,
man.
nah, nah.
PJ
PJ Tucker
40,
is there for
bro. Like,
exactly what he there for.
yeah, he's 40. I don't. This ain't Braun. Man.
Ah, yeah, yeah. But listen, man, appreciate y'all chiming in. We had another good episode. This week should be interesting. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see a bunch of things
Huck
unfold, see
Pody.
what happens with all this conversation, see if Hart ends up on the bench where he belongs. Um, and again, man, thank you for tuning in to We'll Name That Knicks podcast when we get there. And look forward to talking with you guys next week. Peace.
All right, fellas.
Peace out, fellas. Thank you.
All right, yo.
All right, bros.
That was a calm podcast, right? Check us out every Sunday, man. We'll name that next podcast later, man, on Spotify. You heard? But got a couple things to do. We've been live for 3.5 hours. We outside, man. Fuck with y'all. See y'all niggas tomorrow. You heard?